Hello YouTube, how's everyone going? Rich Belico. Hey man, good to have you on chat. So I didn't get to stream much the last few days or even play the game at all, to be honest. Last few days we had the pass opening for 556 versus 1254, and obviously we wanted to watch that. If you recall, last time when we were streaming, we had a little bit of a flu that kind of took a worse turn, and finally we are feeling a little bit better. So in the meantime, I have had a look at the KvK map a little bit for 1556, kind of try to get a feel of how things are going. So I saw some action, but I just I didn't have the energy to bring it to your attention. But today we're gonna check that out, and we're gonna have a look at the 1860 KvK as well. Not necessarily from an action point of view, so I don't know how much action is there now, but I did see 1860 make quite a bit of a progress. Now we'll check that out as well, but before we go and check out KvK's, the first thing that I kind of wanted to do is the Esmeralda stuff. So this time around, this is going to be short, this is not going to take too long. So Esmeralda, last time they didn't have this. So the main issue that I had with Esmeralda last time was it didn't have this progress reward situation. So you could spin as many times as you want, and we were complaining specifically about that, as in you could spin as many times as you want. If you're not lucky, you couldn't get the city skin. Last time city skin was somewhere here, like within the special reward situations. But this time around, thank God, Lilith became smarter and they decided to put this in, because I'm sure it wasn't just us, everyone was complaining about it. Now there's a guarantee, like if you do 13 spins or whatever wishes, then you are going to get that pretty cool looking city skin. Now that city skin is not really OP, it's actually not good at all, to be honest, but then it looks pretty cool. And why are we playing a game if we don't give into coolness, right? Carls, hey LADUS, hey man, how are you going? And then that Harvest Goddess statue kind of looks good as well, so we're going to try. Now I think if we go up to 35, we might as well do 45, because then you get the 10 gold heads. And pushing farther, you know, there's rewards if you have the gems, or if you can buy the bundles, then you should. Captain Jack, hey man, how are you going? So I think before the end of the event I'll probably get to 45. Lol, 1254 pushing during downtime. Well, as long as someone's pushing, we're gonna see action. That's all we care about, right? Now let's have a go at the spinning. How do I spin? Now there was a thing where previously I could spin more, like that button isn't there anymore. So last time I remember the dial would have like 3 prongs, then it would go all sorts of direction. Doesn't look like they have that setting now. Let's do just one spin and see how it goes. Is there anything specific we care about, as in gems and gold heads? Always good. Gold stars, actually one of the worst, because it doesn't mean anything. Do Captain Jack, do 1 first. Aha, so now that I did, now I can do up to 3. Okay, so we got 3 prongs now. Captain Jack would know, because Captain Jack probably bought the whole bundle as soon as you know, he could. He's that type of a guy. I mean, he's Arab. What else do you expect, right? Now let's do a 3 spin and see how it goes. Captain Jack, you're my friend. I'm just, you know, making fun. Hopefully you're not offended or anything. Now I don't care if you're offended. I got a gold head. I'm just happy. That's pretty good. 1 gold head, 15 minutes, and I mean 15 minutes, 15 hours and 15 hours. New subscriber, DUIS or DUIS, I don't know how to say it, man, but either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for your sub. Cals, is this bundle worth? I was just starting the account. If you're just starting the account, then the bundle is worth. For an older player, I don't think the bundle is worth. If you're just starting the account, then you can, because you're gonna get everything that you get is kind of worth. It kind of depends on whether you're buying your Call of the Ancient first. So if you're already buying everything to do with Call of the Ancient, as in the bundle that you get when on the Ark week. So if you're buying all of that, then after that you can think about things such as this. Because think about the bundle. With this bundle, you're gonna get those wishing coins, and you can get like crap like what I just got. None of that means anything. Now, why am I doing it? Because I kind of care about the statue and the city skin, but then they're not valuable. They're just, good for decoration. So it's not that important, I guess. Irene, yay, good to have you here, Irene. Yes, that was value. I mean, not the last one, the one before definitely was. Nemesis, how many coins did you get from bundle at Jack? Okay, so that's for Jack. Jack, we'll let you answer that. Augmented, lol, 1254 for today and night yesterday. Also solo 1556 and 1256 in zone 6 while defending against 1446. Wow, there must have been a lot of action then. So we'll see what kind of action we can see now. Now, I know that there's a few people from Australia in 1254, so it will be prime time for them, including Bunny and Roz. So maybe we get to see them in action. All right, we can do 2 more spins. 3 spins, that is. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That's definitely not value. So we had 1 good spin, and then everything else is kind of, it is what it is. Now, I don't kind of feel like spending gems to... Okay, that was good. We got a gold head. Now, I don't feel like spending gems to get more coins, I guess, at this stage. Because, seriously, I mean... You can use them on so many gems, on so many different other things, right? Equipment, events, Wheel of Fortune and all that. So we got enough for 1 more spin, so we'll do the last spin. Irene, the material chest and gold head is good value. Material chest and gold head was, yes, but the fragment chest isn't, right, anymore. Like if you're in late game, then it doesn't matter anymore. Lol, nope, it's 1254 downtime. There's a few Aussies. So not that many, man. Okay, well, we'll check it out, see how it goes. Now, that's it. I think that's all I wanted to do here. We can start having a look. Now, because we're gonna spend more time in the 1254, 1556 KvK, we'll take a look at the 1860 first, because 1860, I just want to check the map, to be honest. And unless there's like heavy action, we wouldn't like really spend too much time. Now, 1860, there's only 4 kingdoms Imperium right now, which is perfect from a viewer point of view, right? Because you got 2 Imperium versus 2 Imperium. So 1860 and 1034 Allied, and 1671 and 1093 Allied. So I think that's a pretty even, fair sort of matchup that's going to happen for the next zones and so on. So we'll definitely enjoy watching this a lot. Now, let's go and have a look on the map. Now, let me bring up the mini map as well on the side. Yep, that's the mini map. So guys, if you're not necessarily too familiar with the kingdoms in this map, in this KvK map, then you can refer to the top. That'll tell you which kingdom is where, and the blue side is allied obviously with other blues and the red kind of camps are allied with each other. Lol, 1254 will go prime time in 3-4 hours. Yep, that actually makes sense. And maybe 5-6 hours is 56 prime time. So when both of them are prime, that's when the action is best, obviously. But then I don't know whether we can kind of, get to see that a lot. Augmented, Ladus, stop. We know 1093 will win. Hey, man. I would say 1093 would win. 1093 is a very strong kingdom, but then there's a beast sitting downstairs, man. These people here. Now, they don't lose. like if you check their alliance, then you kind of know there's so much glowing awesomeness coming out of one Viz alliance page. It's kind of hard to believe that they ever lose. Like, you know, look at that. So that's what probably makes it very interesting, very enjoyable for both sides, I guess. Irene, 1021 exhausted a lot of 1860. Yep, they definitely did. But then at the same time, I'm not too sure whether that was enough, because 1860 is still Imperium, right? And 1021 is gonna get locked in. 1021 definitely played well, like there's like no doubt. Lol, 1556 has been getting wrecked in 1254 prime time, so the most active time for 56 is when 54 downtime. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Kellers, same. Members on the chat again. Hello, wow, 1v23 mil alliance. Yes, they are. Now, guys, let's have a look at this map. So let's start with the 1860 side. So 1860. Oh, wait. Am I on the right map? Because I think a couple days ago I was checking, and 1860 came out quite a bit this way. Like that red was out quite a bit, and I thought 1860 will take over this zone, but well done to 2244. I think they have now properly wrapped up. So I know that they wrapped up with the fortresses earlier as well, but then I'm pretty sure, like yesterday or the day before, I saw this red alliance from 1860 kind of come out halfway through here. So I thought, okay, well, 1860 is probably now gonna push quite a bit here as well. But what Irene was saying, 1860 depleted quite a bit, so maybe, you know, trying to fight more here doesn't make sense. Okay, now looking down south, 1860 has full control. Well, there are few fortresses out here. There are few fortresses from 1021. Well, yeah, but they're burning isolated. So there's like two here. Obviously, this is gonna burn out. Superior Warrior, hey LADUS, all the time I thought 1556 had a good chance to win this KvK. After last night and last few days, I'm gonna pull back my words. 254 is OP, they're stacked with warriors. 254 Superior Warrior is definitely a very strong kingdom. Saying that, at the moment it's not a 1 versus 1 fight, so it's kind of hard to, I guess, say that 1556 is not fighting hard enough. But as far as win goes, man, from day one, okay, woo, we found it in prison. Now that's 86 mil in prison. Should we wait, or is it kind of 7 minutes left? So this is a recent in prison. So this is a solid guy, good kills, somewhat decent power. Now, where's the rally? Actually, not just rally, where are the marches? Like, if you imprison someone, are we gonna see some action? Well, we'll let it be for a couple minutes and then come back and have a look. It's on this IO21 area, okay. Augmented, I'm from 1556 too, but then when I say I'm fighting 3 fonts, soloing 1556, 1254, I changed my mind. Yeah, man, I kind of, like, I was telling Fo, like, you may have watched the interview that we did with Fo. I was telling him that it is like, I don't see how you can win this. All you can hope for is a good fight and an honorable defeat. And that's not to do with 1556 not being strong. It's to do with, you know, how the situation is. Now, I'm just having a look at the other areas of the map. So obviously there's not going to be any action here because 1034 and 2345 is allied. Now on the right hand side, 1671 versus 2345. Now 16 1671, I think on day one they tried to come out, but since then they're happily locked in. No, not really. They did a fort here. Ooh, they're not happily locked in. Okay, so we're gonna come have a look at that fort action in a bit. I just want to go through the whole map first. And then 71 has full control on the other side. 1671 did fight a couple of kingdoms there. I think one of them was 1505 that was doing 1501. One of them was 1501 who were fighting pretty good, but then one Imperium versus two non-Imperium. Usually the Imperium wins, and 71 has done a good job, like, you know, wrapping that up. Now the other zones are allied, so there's not going to be any action here. So at the moment, it looks like there are two kingdoms or two camps whose KvK is over. So the camp 1501 that's kind of locked in from both sides. So their KvK for the time being may be over, and on the left-hand side, 1021, as bravely as they fought, there's a chance their KvK is over as well, because they're going to be locked in from the top side from 1860 and 1034 at the south. Now when I say locked in and KvK over, I mean that's not a permanent thing. Depending on how their allies go in other zones, they may be doing all right. Now 1671 has come out in full force here. There's a lot of marches, so they're fully focusing this. Now they have managed to drop a fort that's pretty bad on 45's part. Like, I don't know the story, but I mean, not bad actually. Maybe this is not next to the pass, so there was a flag, they burned the flag, and then they kind of, you know, did that. Now again, 1671 Imperium, 2345 not Imperium, so if Imperium KD tries to push out, they just do. Okay, now do you guys want to have a look at the... Oh, there's a city rally going on. Oh my god, which KvK are we looking at? So that's Sansu and that's Minamoto. Okay, that wasn't a rally. Okay, so that wasn't a rally, and this is a 40 mil city. Okay, that's all right. For a second, it kind of looked like KvK won there. Superior Warrior, I kind of read that. Yep. Daniel, I think the problem with 56 is middle power guys are not showing up. It's always the top guys, same name on the field. The top guys are definitely putting a great effort. Now, if you are from 1556, then obviously you kind of know in terms of what's working, what's not. I just haven't, like, I was so sick last few days, I didn't even check. Like, I have no idea. But at the moment, it's not 1556 or 1254's prime time, so I personally wouldn't go too much into, you know, looking into it. Montana, LADUS, my brother. Montana, my brother. Superior, I agree with Daniel. 56s have much wells, but 254 have like 1,000 strong fighters with low power under ATM. Yeah, under ATM, low power fighters, they're like the best. They don't impact your Imperium status a lot, but then at the same time, you know, they're allowing you to fight. I mean, if they're participating fights, then they're contributing a lot in the field. Okay, now I think we want to take a look at the imprison, maybe, because that was the 80 mil imprison. Was it 80? I don't remember. 88. So let's have a look at the 88 imprison. Where was it? Here somewhere. Okay, I think this is a waste of an imprison. 2 minutes left, nothing's gonna happen here, and he's the one that's coming out. He's the one that's coming out and hitting everyone, saying, hey, I got one war frenzy, so if you want, you can imprison me again or whatever. But I don't even see a lot of scouting going on. So if that's the case, then why imprison? Why you bored? You shouldn't be bored. You should be maybe rallying since you imprison. Danielle, just swarm it. Yeah. I mean, not this one. I know when you said that we were looking at the other 40 mil city. Yeah. I think the city is done, and that one guy was just, I don't know what he was doing. Okay, let's have a little look at the 71 action again. Now, what I'm kind of trying to see is, obviously there's a lot of 71 presence. 71 is doing more flags here, and they're kind of gonna try to fight here. But then where's 45? So 45 is like as fresh as it gets. So 45 on the left hand side is allied with 34. So 2345 didn't fight on the left hand side. So maybe this is like a very US or very US, I would say, very US kingdom maybe. And it's definitely not a good time for them to fight. And 71 is taking good advantage, it's smartly taking good advantage of. He's on his territory. Ah, yes, he must be. But then, okay, then it's a different question then, man. So if you're on your territory, oh, he was a different territory. I was gonna say, why did you imprison him then? Sorry. Now let's not go back there. So yep, he must have been in another alliance, and he kind of baited the imprison. He got the imprison, but then, you know, he can switch alliance. Yeah, I wouldn't even like bother with an imprison at that stage. Like, you know, what's the point? So all I see is 71 marches around here. So way too many 71 marches, and it's mostly a free burn. 45, one or two, literally one or two marches coming out. Now if 71 takes this area, it's kind of not the end of the world. It's not like 45 is getting boxed in here, because 45 can go through the left again. So for this zone, they can just come through here, and then they will take the fight when they have 1v on their side. So this is not really not the end of the world by any means. So 1v can fight here, and this zone completely belongs to 1v and 1860. So 1v doesn't even have to go in there. 1v can like fully go in here. So if 45 chooses not to fight, 45 kind of chooses to, you know, give this up, because they are not Imperium and they're fighting against an Imperium, that kind of makes sense as well. Now this guy is trying to rally something. I mean, maybe. What is he getting? Scouted. Oh, he's getting... whose territory is this? No, this is F territory. Okay, well, you know, whatever. Okay, so 71 is gonna push in there, but there's no action because it's not like 45 is fighting. So that's all we kind of wanted to have a look at. Look at the 1860 versus 1093 map. So at the moment, if we had to put a bet, like, it's hard to, because it kind of looks like it's very nicely balanced for featured zones, especially Kingsland. So we're gonna let it be for now, and we're gonna have a look at the 1556 versus 1254. Now there is a little good news maybe on 56 side, because 1254 have managed to get 1228 to drop Imperium. Now that's not that big an achievement. Getting 2244 drop the Imperium would have been, I guess, more of an achievement, but either way, it's at the moment it's looked like 2 Imperium versus 1. And we're gonna check out the map. Now let's change the mini map. Let's take that off and let's bring out the 56 mini map, so you guys can see who is what on the top left hand side. Now we're gonna have a look at the pass sixes, right? Is it pass 6? It is pass 6. Pass sixes are where we kind of expected to have a lot happen. Now it looks like the situation here is kind of unchanged. So doesn't look, is there anything burning? There's nothing kind of burning here. So the bottom side, so that G3 alliance is from 1254. This is 1228, and this is 1228. So two coalitions from 28 and some support from 54. Now, is there anything burning on this side? Well, this was burning, not anymore, repairing. So it looks like this is very evenly balanced. And this is burning as well. So I think 54 sending an alliance this way was definitely smart, because it's in balance now. So if 54 didn't send the G3 people here, then it could have been a bit more challenging, because it's just purely balanced. Montana, other pass. Yep. Go 56 fort. Yep, let's go and have a look. I have heard DN1 is migrating. Fleisch mentioned that some people already left. Oh, so is Fleisch not gonna play at 1860 anymore? Is he, did he, like, I haven't, last few days I not only couldn't like stream myself, couldn't check action myself either. So please feel free to let me know if you know. Now, so that pass once upon a time used to belong to 56. Now it doesn't. No wonder. And this area. Wow. 54 has managed to push in quite a bit. So fort burning. They're gonna lose that fort. So 56 was all the way here, like little presence here, little presence there, and all that. Now this zone, I mean, this zone kind of doesn't decide the KvK, but at the end of the day, if you're not winning in this zone, then how would you win in kind of other zones? Now this is where the 56 fort area, this is where the fighting is meant to be, and I do see some 56 on the left hand side. There's quite a lot of 2244 here on the left, and over here we got 1254 coming in, big numbers. Now this is probably where we're gonna settle in, guys. This is probably where we're gonna, you know, check for action and all that, but I just want to go through around the map and make sure I kind of know what's happening. So this is where we got 56 kind of losing more territory. IM is 56, I think, is it? No, IM is 1148. What? 1148? How did 1148 get here? Okay. So 1148 kind of came in. 1148, okay, so okay, so that's good if they have managed to come in, but then 1148, they're doing forts here as well. Okay, so 1148 is giving 56 a bit more of a hope there. Now $11.48 kind of coming through here would have made more sense. No, I don't know. Now let's see what 46 has been up to. Has 46 made any progress? Now one of the days I think I saw 46 trying to come out. They did a flag as well somewhere here, but it doesn't look like they have made any gains. So they're trying to come out, but then they have been, you know, boxed again. I think around this pass down, the pass down south, I may have seen them had like a flag or two here. Not too sure. Yeah, I think it was the flag down south. Okay. All right, so there wasn't too much action here. The action is gonna be here mostly. This is the main place where we're probably gonna see action now. So 1148, are they making a meaningful presence here? They're kind of around their territory at the moment. Their fort is burning as well. But then they did burn a couple of TR flags here, I guess. So when it comes to the right hand side, they got 2244 and this is TR 54. Why can I not click on the flag? Yep, that's 54. Okay. So there was heavy action here. I think like we can see the fort repairing. So the fort was burning earlier and the fort is kind of repairing now. Montana. Okay, we can see there's a big ball here and we can see a big ball here. So both sides kind of getting ready for action. So yep, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see really garrison action pretty soon. Now let me kind of catch up with chat. Montana, what's up all night with the team clearing out 56 dropping forts and 44. They made a mistake with their forts, so we were able to burn and make room. So in terms of the progress 54 made, it actually looks pretty strong. Like if you look at it. Now, I haven't checked in a few days. So how many days has it been? In 3 days. So in 3 days, they have managed to push in quite a bit. Now, the beautiful fort play that 2244 did here earlier, 56 is trying to replicate that fort play, but I don't know. Like, if they had forts here just after the pass, should they have been able to hold on to that position a little bit longer? Is 3 days a little too soon for 56 to fall back a little too much? I don't know. But then it is 2 Imperiums on the 54 side in this fight. So like this, if 54 didn't make progress, then that would kind of be sad on 54's part, and they're definitely not sad. They made progress. Superior Warrior 1148 and 556 fight against 254 last few days to stop them entering that zone. I mean, like how long should you be able to keep forts up? I don't know, maybe like 2-3 days. So it does look like 56. I don't know whether they got pushed back or decided to take a position more towards the left hand side, but it kind of feels like for 3 days that's a decent amount of progress by 54. Very decent amount of progress. And if 1148 didn't come this way and 56 alone was here, then no problem. Then that's kind of like, 3v1, but now it's 2v3. So maybe 56 got pushed back a little more than what I expected. Lol, 54 broke it solo. 54 was fighting 1 versus 2 break into that zone. Lol, come on, man. I mean, be like say things that kind of make sense. So how is 54 fighting 1v2? 54 has 2244 here. So what was 2244 doing when 54 kind of came in? And what was 2100 doing? Like, as in 2244 being an Imperium Kingdom still, if they didn't fight with 54, 54 should probably zero them. So it doesn't make sense what you're saying, man. It's a 3v2 with 54 having the 3 on their side. Anish Kumar, they made a plunder. They deleted a flag near the pass for 254 swarm down that fort. That does sound like a plunder, Anish. Hassan, 1254 yesterday got into that zone after 56, tried to replace the fort but didn't succeed. 1254. Respect 56 hard fight, Lohar. Mohammed, hey, check zone 5 at 2100 pass. Check zone 5. 2100 pass. Like in this area, man, or okay, I think this is the one you're talking about. So 2100 has broken out. That's what we're looking at, right? So 56, but then this is where 2100 has broken out. Yep. Ooh, there's a lot of action here as well. Okay, so this is where 2100 has been fighting 56. Okay. 2244, lol, 2244 was told to take a break and recover. 21 also wasn't fighting. They were free burning forts locking their pass. 2244 only joined the fight today. You missed most of the break-in. Come on, man. I mean, again, it still kind of doesn't, like, I mean, when you have the luxury of one Imperium Kingdom coming in and saying that, okay, so we're going to 56 today, I'm 24 and I'm gonna fight you guys, and tomorrow I'm gonna take break, and 54 the next day fight, it's still a 2v1. Like, that doesn't really make it a 1v1. It's still a 2v1. Like, I got nothing against 54. I'm just saying what you are saying. I kind of find it hard to agree. And then 2100, if 2100 is pushing in on other side and 54 has to go there and rally, and you have half of 56 here, then it still kind of means that 2100 is still fighting. And then on the other way to put it is like 56 fought for how many days against 2 Imperiums, and after that, when 54 comes in, like, what did you guys think was gonna happen? Like, obviously whatever was supposed to happen happened. Okay, so this is where 2100 is pushing out, right? But that action isn't that high, in that high numbers. The action over here, what we see here, is a lot more action. So we're probably gonna stay on this screen. Now we got 2244 coming up from the bottom, and then the ball from the top has come down as well. So in this area we have the 3 Imperium Kingdoms fighting on the screen in this area. So this is probably the area to kind of keep an eye on. And we should see some sort of rally on that flag. That K56 fort, not flag fortress, is going to be under heavy pressure from the looks of it. Aslan Borges, 446 didn't help. Well, 446, I think. So again, if you think about it, 446 was fighting 2244, 2244 Imperium. 1446 wasn't Imperium. 1446 kind of stayed in their zone for a long time. I mean, by long time, I mean 2-3 days. So non-Imperium versus Imperium staying in a zone for a few days, not that bad an achievement, I think. So to me, 2100 and 1446 played like really well compared to expectation. Like, both of them fought Imperium KDs without being Imperium, and they showed a lot of field presence. I mean, obviously they will lose, but then they still fought for a few days. So to me, those 2 KDs were like really impressive. Level 99 Tiger, 2100, Okay, I kind of missed that bit, so I'm scrolling up a little bit, sorry. 2100, I have a lot of positive reports against 1556. Kind of sad that most of 56ers are only top players. Maybe if 80 middle players guide fight would be better. So Tiger, I think you're the second guy making that comment. So if you're from 56 and if you haven't seen the lower kind of power players fighting as much, then that's definitely a good point. Now when it comes to future migration or whatever for 56, maybe they can kind of look into getting those 70-80 mil good fighters in, because they definitely make a big difference. So yeah, Ragnaros LOF 1146 is locked. 1446 you mean? Or 1446? Yep, they're locked. I mean, I did see them trying to come out one of the days, but then they're locked by 1254 on every single side, and like it's unrealistic to expect that 1446 can, you know, fight out of 1254. 1254 is an extremely powerful kingdom, and 1146 isn't, like, you know, Imperium, I guess. Hans 556 fought an kingdom and drained Imperium before 1254 came in. Yeah, 56 had quite a bit of fighting, I guess. Aslan, you have to remember that 254 spent the whole KvK collecting. They have been fighting so far. 1556 fight from start. Yeah, I mean, 54 is very fresh. So, like, guys, I mean, you can see that I'm actually not in any of these kingdoms, right? Like, my account, the only Imperium I kind of play in is 1365 at the moment. So 1254 and 1556, like, at no stage I'm trying to say that, you know, one of them is a better kingdom than the other. I actually think they're pretty similar. So none of my comments are anything to do with that. But if one of you guys are kind of trying to say that 54 didn't fight, then I'm probably gonna argue against that. Like, yeah, initially they didn't fight, but then when the fight came on, they're present there. But then if someone tries to say on the other hand that 54 single-handedly won this KvK, well, that's kind of doesn't make sense either, because the only kingdom that was fighting single-handedly is 56 in a way, not 54. But either way, I mean, it's opinions, right? Like, you have yours, I have mine, and, you know. Okay, lol, I'm speaking about the zone you see 1254 fighting in. I'm not talking about other zone. 56 and 1148 both are fighting 1254 for the first and second days after 1254 broke in. 224 joined. Okay. Like, I kind of probably explained why I kind of disagree with it. Like, you can't look at one zone, because, I mean, say for example, like in 54's case, 54 technically isn't here in full power either. So I'm kind of trying to say what I mean. So if 54 has presence here as well, so 54 isn't fully there, 54 is kind of fighting here. 1148 has presence here, they're fighting here, so it's not like 1148 is fighting only there. 2100 fighting in the other zone, 56 is kind of defending there as well. So there's many fronts, and you kind of have to take the whole situation in action. Like, I'm not too sure whether, like, I can split it up in my head in zones. And then, like, one day, for whatever reason, I kind of don't buy 2244 didn't fight, because I can see 2444 fighting. And then, you know what I mean. Like, say for example, even now, so to me, this is not 54 fighting 56. This is the 56 coalition fighting the 54 coalition. And the 54 coalition has 3 Imperiums, and the 56 coalition has 1 Imperium. So who should win? Very clear. But then where I'm questioning 56 is, they have been pushed in. And someone was saying it earlier, that there was some flag or something that was burned from the other side and it wasn't protected better. So what I'm kind of trying to say is 56 should win this KvK. They will lose this KvK. But in 3 days, have they been pushed in too much? And I personally think they have been pushed a little bit too much. I would have expected them to have held closer to the pass, because you can fort a lot. So whether it's a planning thing, or as someone else was saying, that some of the mid-range, there was a lack of mid-range fighters, so it's just the top guys fighting all day. But mid-range, maybe, you know, they can look on mid-range recruitment. But whatever it is, like, to me, they got pushed in a little bit more than we thought what they would. And to me, 54 has been playing as expected. Big, strong KD. They're fighting as much as they should be, and they have done a good job at making the progress they have. So definitely not taking anything away from 54. But I just don't buy that 54, you know, came in single-handedly. I mean, that they chose a KvK where they don't have to fight single-handedly, and they're not fighting single-handedly. So it is what it is. Green Wizard, 2244 and 2100 needed to recover after KL 254 was holding the pass alone the entire time and just made 4th spot for 2244. Yeah, I mean, that's how that's how it should work in a zone where you have more allies on your side, right? Like, one of the allies should be putting in a lot of effort, and then because the other ally can't join, which was 1254, so 2244 done their job for what, like week and a half, and after that, if 56, I mean, not 56, if 54 gives them a breather, then great. But then it's not like an untouched 56 was pushed in by an untouched 54 that much in one day. That's just not how it happened. So, like, once the deploy is done, after that, like, having a roster of who is gonna fight where and which day, that's just normal. That's how it's meant to be. Superior Warrior 1446 was Imperium when KvK started. They were Imperium for like a day, man. So they're not like a day, sorry. They're not Imperium during pre-KvK. They were Imperium for... So basically they were not Imperium for matchmaking. They were not Imperium for pre-KvK. After KvK started, before the zone fighting started, there was like a short period when they were Imperium. But then, look, like, you guys kind of don't have to go by me either. So you know what you guys can do. So, like, I'm not one of those players who have access to Imperium stats. Like, I forgot the name of the website. You know how there's a website where you could kind of check. So I'm sure if you go back to, like, Chizgul, I saw Chizgul showing it from time to time. So maybe he may have showed it in his streams someday, or maybe someone else. So if you look at the start of the KvK, if you look at the Imperium power on either side, like, you don't have to watch the KvK, you already know he's gonna win. FM Studio, hey, FM, hey, Ragnaros LOF, at the end, it's not a fair fight. I mean, everything is fair in love and war, right? So this is where, if 56 chose or fixed allies better before, then 54 wouldn't get this advantage. So in a way, wouldn't you judge 56 for not doing the diplo better? Like, I mean, why does it have to be, and this is a different type of question, why does it have to be always the case where every KD has to look for, okay, how best is going to be this KvK from a neutral point of view so that it's 100% fair? Most KDs actually doesn't do that. Like, why does 54 have to do that? Do you think 1v does that? I don't think 1v ever done that. 1v ensures the pick KvKs that they're gonna win every single time. And I can tell that from experience being in 2 KvKs with 1v, where I looked at the 1v side and when I looked at the other side, and the other side was a joke. Most of the kingdoms decided not to fight because it's against 1v, and the way they did Diplo, I mean, they did take 3 versus 5, but based on the other B seed, C seed kingdoms, I don't know why Lilith put 1v there. But then, you know what? If 1v can have 4 stars by choosing favorable KvKs, and there's nothing wrong, this is not cheating, there's nothing wrong, so why shouldn't 54 do it? And why should 56 wait till the map reveal? Because that's what what's his name, Fo said, that 56 waited till the day the map was revealed to do Diplo, and he was under the impression that, you know, that'll be like more of a fair kind of situation. But then some of the other kingdoms, they had decided to ally whichever way already. So yes, it wasn't like equal on either side, but then maybe you gotta be hungrier during Diplo, and if you're not, then your KD suffers, right? El Cid Mohammed, damn, good father is at 100 mil now. I think he lost a lot. Yep, this is how we usually see him play, right? I mean, he kind of goes all in. And we can't see Force City, but I think Force City is just behind these players here. And Fo plays the exact same way, so he's gonna lose a lot of power either. But then if I had to pick between Fo and Goodfather in terms of who fights more, I think it's Goodfather. Like, he's at a different level. Level 99 Tiger, let us stop. Don't compare 1446 to 2100. 1446 are embarrassment. I don't know, man. 1446 did fight alright. I mean, when they were fighting 2244, they, I think for quite a few days, they hold on. However, if you ask me to choose between the two, 2100, like, I was shocked. They had no power from the start of the KvK. They were the weakest, link in the red team based on our little mini map there. So they're supposed to be the weakest, but they held on against 1556 so well. They drained 56 so much. They're definitely like really, really impressive. So we saw the Goodfather rally kind of didn't succeed, and we see a lot of presence from 2244 here right now. Now, because 56 is kind of pushing in this way, there should be, yep, and there is, I was going to say, there should be a good opportunity to 54 to come in and go for that fort, and 54 is definitely going for that fort. And like, there's a second rally that should be coming in. Yep, so we see the 2244 second rally coming in as well. So we got 2244, we got 1254, we got 2 KDs trying to get that 56-4 done. Will they succeed? I think they will. I don't see enough 56 here at the moment. So I think this double rally takes down that Zenobia and YSS. It's not a Flavius, it's a YSS. So I think they take it down, but let's see. Hassan Khatib, the leadership of 1254 said they designed this KvK to be winning KvK. I mean, yeah, they obviously said that. I mean, I don't know whether they said winning, but I think that what I heard was they don't want to go in. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. They didn't want to go into a dead draining KD. They preferred to have a more, I guess, easy KvK, because the last few KvKs were kind of very draining for them again, and that's understandable. Like, why? Just to make us happy? Like, why does 1254 have to take difficult KvKs every time? Every KD has the right to do whatever. Now, in the KvK we are in, now this is the funny one. This is the funny one. In the KvK we are in with my account in 1365, So on one side, you got 1365, very strong KD, obviously. On the other side, you got someone even stronger, 1846. And there's Water Camp in the middle who said, you know what, I'm not going to ally with either side. I'm just going to farm this KvK. And I thought, okay, well, they're just going to farm. That kind of makes sense. They're not going to come out of their zone. And they came out of their zone and they fought kind of for no reason. So that to me is weird. Like, if you're gonna fight, like, you shouldn't you choose a side? But then again, like, maybe whatever 1365 or whatever 1846 offered from a diplo point of view wasn't acceptable to them, so they do whatever they want. Green Wizard, we meant the broke in was solo 254 and 2 versus 2 KDs, not the entire KvK, of course. Okay, man, I mean, if they did, then well done. But again, untouched kingdom, and not untouched small kingdom, untouched massive kingdom like 1254. You know, they should. They did, and they should have, and well done. Elgi, nobody with a brain will say that, only trolls. Everyone knows that without 210024 being be doing this good. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's put it this way. And again, this is our opinion. Like, this is not something we are ever going to be able to see. So in a KvK map, if you just put 2 kingdoms, on one side you put 1254, one side you put 1556. How would they go? Now, all of you guys coming from 1556, you're going to say that, oh, sure, we're going to win. And on the other side, 1254 is going to say, oh, sure, we're going to win. Now, history kind of tells us that over the last year or so, there has been multiple KvKs that these two sides fought in, you know, opposing camps. And they didn't necessarily have the same strength all the time. So over the different KvKs, different KDs, I mean, these 2 KDs had different levels of migration come in. So there has been KvKs where 1254 definitely looked stronger, which was the last KvK, 1254 and 1556, when both of them, by the way, lost to 1365. But regardless of that loss, 1254 definitely looked stronger. But then the KvK before that, 1556, looked stronger. So now both sides have a lot of migration come in. Power wise, they are very similar. There was like a 3 billion power difference between the two. So they look very similar. So it's kind of hard to tell who would win. But, you know, that's hypothetical. That's not the scenario we are looking at. Superior Warrior. So it's a 4v4. Yep, it's a 4v4. I'm not taking anything away from 56, but you said you'd expect 254 to break in when they were fighting 1v3, which just wasn't the case. The only kingdom trying to break into that zone was 1254. Man, I do, like, now that I'm reading the comments a little late, you may have heard me say good things, bad things about, you know, both sort of KDs a little bit. So hopefully, I get what you're saying, but I hope you kind of understood where I was coming from as well. Okay, now I have missed so much chat that I'm gonna start reading the last bit again. So guys, if I missed your comment, if you don't mind just typing it again. If it was a question or if it's a comment that you want me to read out, then please do so, but I'm going to start reading again. Okay, Egli, Brave, I agree, 2244 did amazing too. We are not comparing kills to powers, not just saying 1148 is great at fighting though. Wi-Fi cable, 1148 is great at fighting though. They have a time zone issue. 1228 will fight until the end. Kingsland will be amazing. So you guys actually think there's a Kingsland? Like, are you sure there's a Kingsland? I'm not too sure there's a Kingsland. Rich Belico. Managed. Oh man, Rich, you said something that I can't understand, so I'm gonna pass that. Mohammed, all the territory 254 gained in this zone addition to 2244 was interested the last 12 hours when it was downtime for 1556, but now until the next few hours 1556 couldn't recover the lands. Okay, now this is something interesting that we were talking about the other day. I don't know which KvK or which kingdoms we are talking about when we went into that time zone thing. So if you want to say you're a big Imperium, then you kind of have to say that there's no downtime, right? Like, say for example, when we're interviewing Four was saying, okay, well, we got an Asian alliance, we got a US alliance, we got a Middle Eastern alliance, we got a UK alliance. I mean, not UK, European alliance. So then, like, why have a downtime, right? Do you guys think 1846 have a downtime? 1846 doesn't have downtime. So if 1254 or 1556, either one of you guys supporters or members, if you guys want to say your KD is the best, then just don't compare with the other one. Compare with 1846 and work towards having a situation when there's no downtime. They will Mohammed, they will lose this zone. Yeah, I think they're going to lose this zone. Zen, if you follow the war map pass 4 until open now, the real MVP is 2244. 2244 actually played pretty good, Zen, no doubt. They played very smart. When they didn't need to push, they didn't push, and they're still holding Imperium, which means they played smart without draining themselves. They have managed to hold 1556 back. Now, the kind of reason why I say 2100, like I was impressed more, and that's just to do with because they're not an Imperium kingdom. So it's not like 2100, even to me, did better than 2244. I just try to say 2100 did better because they went outside expectation. Now, 2244, not as big as 1556, but they're still Imperium. So, well, my expectation is if you're Imperium, you should be able to hold 1556 for a while. But then 2100 still staying in the fight as much as they couldn't do as much as 2244. To me, they were a little bit more impressive, I guess. That's where I was kind of coming from. TSN Lambao, big KvK like this, all the whale spenders, the real winner is Lilith. Yeah, of course, man. But you going 1556 after that interview. So 1556. So going to the interview, not going to the interview, going to 1556 wasn't really kind of to do with the interview. The interview was good. Like in the interview, 4 didn't kind of say anything that I didn't know already about 56. So that kind of doesn't change my mind. Now, in terms of the fighting, this is where I'm honestly going to put it. This is how I'm honestly going to put it. So if 56 was holding here, like what I expected 56 at the moment is, see that fort standing there? So I would have thought they did amazing. Like I would have said 56 is the MVP if they were holding just behind that line with another layer of forts. So I would have expected them to lose the first layer, but then I would have expected them to hold with a second layer, especially when 1148 has come in to help. So it's not a 3v1, it's in a way a 2v3. So if it's like a 2v3, to me 56 got pushed back a little bit too far. Now, without kind of seeing why that happened, because I wasn't following the last few days, like I don't know how 1148 did. Now 1148 actually didn't do a very good job when they were fighting the other kingdom. What's it called? 1228. That fight I saw, and I can say that they looked much weaker. So I mean, I don't know. So in a way, I'm gonna say that like I'm not disappointed or impressed. Okay, am I behind on chat again? Yes, I am. Wi-Fi cable. LADUS, yes, there's still shaky. Yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean, yeah, they can still go to Kingsland, you're right. But then if they lose this zone completely, then what's the point of even going to Kingsland? Like, you think after losing this zone, you have a chance of winning Kingsland? Because the other side, the other pass 6 is at a stalemate. So the forces spent there, if they're stalemate, then basically the people fighting in this screen here right now, they decide the outcome of this KvK, right? So like if you lose this zone, then yeah, you will go to Kings. I mean 56 will go to Kingsland, but you know what's the point? Like, we know what's gonna happen. Like, we'll still watch it, but you know what's gonna happen. Every KD been doing amazing. Just no way we let our ally alone. But this is KvK, no Zig for 1556 or their love from 2244. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Can you show map, please? Yeah. Hey, man. So in the rest of the map, there's like zero action anywhere and nothing has changed. So once we kind of, you know, maybe have a lack of action on the screen, I can go around the map again. So we got a rally from TR coming in. Oh, wait. Is that, what did I click on? I clicked wrong, right? Yes. So it's not a CPU rally. Who is the rally? Okay, it's, oh, wait. So with all these marches here, the screen is kind of struggling to show us which is the rally. I think it's Gilgamesh that came in. I think Gilgamesh was where we clicked. So now at this stage, when we have 1254 rallying, it's only 1254 fighting here. 2244 hasn't sent their rally yet, but they're balling up here, so their rally is probably gonna come up soon. If they could time it, would it have been better? Maybe, but at the moment 56 has stopped kind of trying to rally down south, and they are focusing on this area completely. So I don't think this rally is gonna succeed now here, but we'll see. El Said, no, it depends on downtime. Most of 56 are Asian downtime, I guess. 254 European. And hey, El Said, doesn't 56 have a lot of players from the Middle East? I thought they had one alliance where it's mostly Middle Eastern players. That's not the case? Green Wizard, well, there is a prime time in each kingdom and not a lot of prime time, but they still strong, but not as strong as the enemy. Yeah, I guess you're right. That's a very diplomatic way of putting it. Okay, so that rally kind of didn't work out. 56, what are they doing? They're fighting someone here. Now TR after the, or 54, after the rally got cancelled, they haven't kind of left the territory. So they're still trying to hold on to the field presence here, so we're definitely gonna see a second rally come in anytime soon. Now it's not all 56, there's quite a lot of 56, but there's quite a lot of 54 from all over the place. So I think I got some ghost marches there as well, so I'm gonna zoom out. And someone wanted to see the map. So mate, you're the one that wanted to see the map, so let me show you the map. So this is where the other pass 6 is, and at the moment there is not much action here. Now since pass 6 opened, as you can see, no one has gained or lost any territory here, so this is kind of stagnant. Now the only other thing that has happened on the map since pass 6 opening is because 2100 has managed to come out a little bit here. Now that's not a big progress, but still some progress. So I don't know whether they want to push here, like how much does that mean, or whether they should just concentrate pushing here somewhere. Maybe, I don't know what, you know, getting out on that zone actually does for them. It does split 56 a little bit, but I don't know how important that is. Now 46 has been locked in by 54 down south. Now 46 at the moment is locked up top by 54 as well. Now they did try to come out a little bit without much luck, so it looks like they're not coming out for the rest of this KvK. Now where were we action wise? Here. Okay, now who is this? $56. Okay, so there's a little bit of a buffer between that 56 fort and 1148 here. So 1148 had a flag almost burned, but they are repairing it now. They have some field presence. They even tried to go south and attack, but then 54 has a lot of presence there. I don't see them really burning this fort flag at this time. But just like 2244 is putting extra pressure, I hope 1148 can do that here and put some extra pressure and keep some 54 occupied here. Maybe I don't know how much of that they're achieving right now. Okay, so 56 has managed to clear their fort area quite a bit. There's still some marches here, but there's definitely a lot more 56 presence here. Now we're gonna see who kind of makes the next move. So 56 has a lot more marches here now. So does 56 kind of dare go south this way and try to burn this flag or that flag? But this is where it's gonna be hard because they got two kingdoms here. But if they go down south, this is where it's only 44. So maybe trying to burn that is easier. But I don't know whether going aggressive is meaningful at all for 56 now, or whether just staying here, I mean, kind of trying to hold on is a better option. I don't know. Whilst you're defending now, you're losing less power. Dark Eye, 1860, fire, 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 fire. Hey man, 1860. A lot of people kind of thought 1860 is gonna get wrapped up now, but then 1860 definitely did a good job. We checked out your KvK just earlier, Dark Eye. Wi-Fi cable, dropping Imperium is the goal. Dropping Imperium is every Imperium's goal, right? Okay, I'm just gonna refresh chat and I'm gonna start from the top again. Oh my god, I need to get better at reading chat. So I read the chat and then my explanations are too long. That's how I miss chat. Frozen, they have one EU, one Middle East, one Viet, and one Japanese. All right, that makes sense. Yes, go 56 Saudi. Okay, well, that definitely makes sense. Green Wizard 2100 is just distracting, so is 1446. How is 1446 distracting, man? Like by farming in their zone at the moment? I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. They did try to come out. But 2100 did a lot more than 1446. Like a lot more with a lot of O's. Like it's not even at the same level. But at the same time, like, was that expected? No, not really. So if an ally outperforms, whose fault is that? No one's fault. You're just happy that your allied outperformed. Now we're going to see a double action here, are we? So 56 has moved in towards that TR flag. Yep, towards that TR flag, and you should have 1148 kind of trying to push down now as well, and we can see the return of that favor of a double rally on that TR flag. So are we gonna see that? Let's see. Alright, so 56 is not just happy with defending, so they definitely want to push out as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can recover any of the zone they lost in the last few days. Goodfather and Baba are online. Like, to be honest, Rodriguez, I see Goodfather all the time. I haven't seen Baba online as much, but then again, it's a time zone thing. Maybe Baba lives in Germany from what I know, and I'm never online during German times. So yeah, that's probably that. Can you check 1146 trying to do anything now? They're not doing anything. We checked just then. But I think 1446 will push out when Kingsland open if they still control. By the time Kingsland open, after that, like if you push out, you don't push out, doesn't make a difference. So I'm not judging 1446, but then 1446, like maybe they lost a lot when they were fighting 2244. I don't know, but maybe power-wise, actually, maybe power-wise 2100 is less than 1446 even. But either way, 2100 definitely had a lot more presence. Brave 1556 gonna get wrecked in field. Yeah, possibly. Now that they have kind of moved up here, they're off territory. They need to be rallying this pretty soon, and they kind of hope their allies are gonna send a rally as well. We kind of, with all these marches, we can't even see, you know, what's happening behind the marches, like is there a rally or not. Green Wizard 254 is holding 1446 with 2 academies. Yeah, like I know it's a Farm Alliance academy, but then I'm sure 1 or 2 big players kind of goes in. That's how it works, right? But again, I don't know whether 1446 has done enough to come out with their effort of coming out. I just don't know, just because I haven't seen. Hamam, thank you for your subscription. Elside, yes, 1446 is out now, I guess. Even if they try, they will not change the future of the KvK. Yep. But I feel like Grantham will be 1556 because 1254 will get drained. Nah. I don't see 1254 getting drained, man. They're a big KD with a lot of players, a lot of power players, a lot of active players and all that. And it'll be even 1556 had more field presence on second day, level 5 pass open. Well, we'll see. Now, let me change the conversation a little bit. So you know how we are trying to kind of, you know, judge which KDs out of the KDs we are looking at is doing better or not. Now, rather than that comparison, try to do this comparison. So the guys playing in this KvK, whichever kingdom that is, so 2244 and 1228 and 2100, 54, 56, like all those KDs, how long have they been fighting for? So if you think about 2244, 2100 and 1556 especially, those three, they have been fighting for like what, 2 weeks now. Do you play in a KD where they can fight for that long? If not, do you rather be in a KD where they do fight for that long? So if you're thinking about 1556 or 1254 either, like you're guaranteed to get a full KvK action and you're guaranteed to get a lot of gold chests. You're also guaranteed that you're not gonna win MGE like ever. But then again, nowadays, who needs MGE? There's so many commanders. So why not be in a kingdom like a big Imperium kingdom where they will fight all day and you can be part of that fight. You don't have to fight all day, but you can be part of all day fighting on the day when you have nothing to do. Now 2244 has come up from the south and they're kind of trying to cut 56 reinforcements, and I shouldn't say try, they're kind of doing a decent job. At the moment, there's no point trying to rally that fort alone. because they're not gonna get good trades. So what they're doing now, rather than trying to rally that fort solo, coming down, cutting reinforcements, they're hunting 56 definitely a lot more. So that definitely makes sense. So in terms of this flag, we just couldn't see if there's a rally going on, because how do you see? Because there's so much open field going on. We do see a lot of 56 dead marches kind of going back, which probably says 54 is taking full control. And now I do see more 56 marches. I see my mate over here, Saz. Now Saz's march is going back. I think 56 overall is kind of pulling back. Wow, that's a lot of kills. Wow, that's a lot of deaths. Wow. And this guy's from 54. We obviously see him all the time fighting. That's a lot of kills as well. And a lot of deaths as well. So if you check the frontline players, there's going to be, whether you're thinking about 54 or 56, either side is going to have all these massive players. So in a way, I'm telling myself, and I'm telling you guys as well, consider joining one of the big Imperium kingdoms. And obviously, the other option is 1365, who actually is just as good as these two big kingdoms as well, and usually goes through just as much fighting as well. And we're gonna show 1365 action pretty soon when the next pass opens. Then I have an account there, so obviously we're going to stream that KvK quite a lot as well. Julie, 56 fought very well this KvK, but I don't see them winning this KvK. Yeah, I mean, they did alright. I don't think they're going to win either. But from our point of view, as long as fight goes on for days and days, like, we are happy, we enjoy. Green Wizard, is this a 1365 ad? Well, 1365 is in my heart all the time. I love the people over there. I mean, I got friends in, like a lot of friends in 56 as well, and actually a few friends in 54 as well. But to be honest, I know a lot more people in 1365, and like, I'm just so amazed at how organized they are. And this is my second KvK over there, and I'm still not over how organized they are. I just can't get over it. So there's something sad happening here. So there's two people. Oh wait, I said something sad happening. Maybe it's not something sad. What's happening here? Are they gonna swarm down that flag? Seriously? No. Can't be serious. That's a 54 flag. And it's getting swarmed down? Oh, it did get swarmed down. How come they didn't, like, that's a very critical flag. How come there wasn't like a proper garrison? How come it's just, what's it called? CPO. Okay, guys, this is why, like, as much as I try not to judge, and 1148 definitely doesn't have a lot of power, but in terms of their fighting, like, rather than being able to come down here when 56 was fighting here, see how they're kind of stuck there. But saying that again, they're fighting against 1254, so what do you expect? 1148 to hold up against 1254? No, not really. They should fold. But then should they have folded against 1228 as easily? Probably not. I'm still gonna keep saying they folded a little too easy against 1228. Or 1228 played too good. Anyways. How's 2100 doing on 56 past 5? They're pushing top left. They actually did alright. Now I want to go and have a look as well. So I don't think at the moment they are fighting a lot, are they? No, so there's a little bit of a presence, not much actually, to be honest. There's a little bit of a presence from 2100 that I saw. Actually, at the moment, there's no presence, just that. But 56 looks like 56 has sent some players over there. They may have overcommitted here, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know. Anyways, there's quite a lot of 56 cities here, and they're kind of trying to wrap it up. So maybe the overcommitment is to do with making sure they get a burn on this easy, they wrap it up easy, I don't know. But 2100 not really fighting here now, but they have come out. Well, not fighting right now. That's probably the best way to put it. Okay, let's go here and let's see the action. Okay, so who is gonna push whom where? So I don't see a rally coming in, so it doesn't look like 56 is going that way. It doesn't look 56 is standing here, so 56 want to go in and they wanna maybe push for this. I don't know. They are hugging Tamimi's city. Oh, that's another big fighter again. Lots of kills, lots of deaths. 1556 will never stop till last day of KvK. Less power, more migration. Yeah, definitely makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Lose power, and the fact that if they do actually get to fight till the last day, then that just says that you're a fighting kingdom. So it's you know, win-win. I mean, you're not winning the KvK, you might as well try to go for the other 2 wins, as in dropping Imperium and getting more people in. So Muhammad Amin, the kingdom of 1556 is a stubborn kingdom that will only lose this war, and the enemy kingdoms lose a lot of strength. Yes, I think what Amin's trying to say is they're very determined kingdom, and they're going to keep fighting till the last day, and obviously 1254 will entertain that fight. Now heavy swarm going on 48 flag. 48 can't hold this flag, I don't think they can. So the rally is still on, and so much swarm. Now, do they have enough cities around? They do have quite a few cities around, so reinforcing shouldn't be an issue, but you need to consistently do it. Now, is this a uptime for 1148? It should be, because they're from Thailand, most of the kingdom, and this is a very good time to be fighting in Thailand. How do I know? Because my time zone is similar to Thailand's, and I am in a Thai kingdom at the moment with one of my accounts as well. Muhammad 21000, the player from 56 yesterday at this pass. Well done. Scar was his name. But it will be cool to see 1556 and 1254 in the same team. Yeah, man, that will be very cool actually. That's so, guys. In the interview with Fo, I was actually asking him, is there a possibility of you guys allying? And he said, like in the interview, he said, yeah, maybe. But after the recorded version, I actually asked him, so seriously, it's a possibility. It'll be really cool. And not only for you guys will obviously enjoy for the change being allies, and then for the viewers it'll be great as well. I mean, you know, for the reputation of your kingdoms, everyone gets to see you guys fighting as allies, and you gotta make it like against a big couple KDs, or maybe like a 2v6 where actually let me put it this way. Look at the map. 56 in one corner, 54 in one corner. Now, I don't know what you guys think, so let me know in the chat. So if they allied just themselves and it was a 2v4, do you think 56 and 54 would win? Now that you have seen how the other KDs kind of fought, what do you guys think? Do you think as allied would they have won 56 and 54 2v6 as allied in this KvK? Imad, you should interview Saz and ask him about the weird marches he's using. Saz, yeah, we can. Well, Saz doesn't want to do an interview, so I actually asked him. So you guys may have seen I did a couple of videos with him where we were showing his account, and then in one case I think we were doing a 1v1 fighting against him as well. So he's happy to participate, but he doesn't want to come on voice. So that's something. But I can check with him about his 8 matches or 8 matches. Hey, 8 matches is gonna be there soon. You got 7 matches now. You think that's it? But either way, yeah, we can ask. Mohammed, yes, when you talked about 56 and 54 against 6 kingdoms, even if they win or lose, it'll be so fun for everyone. Yeah, man, that'll be amazing. Green Wizard, they would win. Who would hold the ziggurat? Very good question, man. Very good question. Now, how do you do that? So if they were permanent allies, maybe they can do it this way, where this time, so 56, this time you can hold it, and 54 next time you can hold it. And if they were kind of going into KvKs together every time, then they can have that structure. If they become that good a friend, I mean. But if we're talking about like a one-time situation this time, I think they can do that. What's it called? So they use the same stats providers or same mechanics for calculating stats. So you know, they can go by stats as well. Whoever has more kills or more deaths, whatever, like it obviously should be agreed up front, as in terms of whatever parameter they're gonna use or whatnot. But then yeah, I think they would have won still. But then this do you think Henry and Boudica beat Gilgamesh? So this is the funny thing. So if you read it, so Henry, they obviously made for rallying, right? But then to me, Boudica kind of looks good, not just for field. Like I kind of feel like she's gonna be good at rallying as well. So initially I thought it'll be Henry and Gilga maybe, but then now it kind of feels like even Henry Boudica could be a thing, and they should be better. Yeah. Now guys, you know, something amazing happened here. This is not burning. So 1254 with all those marches swarming. I mean, you kind of have to swarm. It's not like it's a bad call or anything. Even with all that pressure, 1148 kind of did a decent job. They held on. So I was in a way a little judgmental of how much effort 1148 has been putting in. Now based on that hold, I should take back everything I said. They did pretty good there. Now we got XY versus Zeno and Flavius. Now the XY does look like they're suffering a little bit. Now reinforcements kind of coming in. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think it's going to be easy to get that burn unless they kind of start swarming. Now this is quite awkward to reinforce, is it? Because they have few marches coming from south, they have few marches coming from here, but on the city itself you don't have that. On the flag itself you don't have that many cities, so reinforcements is a bit of a concern. So maybe can they get the burn on this. What is the better anti-swarm, Xeno YSS or Xeno Flav? And so if you're we found Baba is here, so let's check Baba out. 26993. So he's not a billion anymore. He dropped a little less than a billion, and look at that. Oh my god, 176. Now I'm gonna make a massive comment here. So Baba, definitely our favorite guy, like everyone's favorite, doesn't matter which KD you're in. So he's vocal about the community, and he tries to help free-to-play agenda quite a lot with Lilith, as much as he's a big spender himself. So very nice guy. However, we just looked at his stats. Now let's talk about my buddy over here and his stats. I think Saz is a bigger fighter. Saz and Baba has the same kills. Baba is just busier. Sorry, I'm not judging Baba or anything. I'm just saying Baba has better things to do with his life. Now, when it comes to the swarm thing, so rather than just anti-swarm, if you think about a overall situation, because nowadays you're gonna get the rally and you're gonna get the swarm on the side as well, so both things combined, Flavius is better. So what I mean is you're gonna have a rally and at the same time you're gonna have a swarm on the flag as well, right? Which is what we see in every single flag nowadays. Now Flavius you can't take down just with the rally, you definitely need a swarm. However, at the moment with the current commanders, if it is YSS, you can probably take down just with a rally. Now 56, whilst we were talking about other things, 56 done a pretty good job. They got these two flags burning. Very well done. So they're, from the moment we logged in, we thought they're just going to be defending here, but now we see they are forcing out, they're getting some burns in, and 1148 kind of did a decent job here holding on to that as well. Now there's a lot of TR marches here, so 54, rather than trying to, I guess, defend these flags at the moment, maybe they will do it at a later time, maybe they don't think they're that important, but what they're gonna try to do is get a burn on that, so they're balling up again. So 1148 has to do that amazing job of holding on to that flag again. Can they do it? We'll find out soon. My Kingdom has been My Kingdom has been using Jadwiga YSS over Xenoflab. Do you think it's a good change? No, I think like, so with Flav, to be honest, by the time Flavius came out, it came out during my last KvK, but Flavius came out after my KvK was decided already. So I actually don't have first-hand experience dealing with Flavius in a KvK. But then at the same time, based on all the KvKs that we are watching, like Xeno Flavius, that's the thing. Like nothing else comes close, I think, at the moment. But then again, when the new Archer Commander comes in, maybe then Jadwiga comes back stronger. Maybe the new Archer Commanders are going to be very strong against Flavius, maybe. Imad, now look at Goodfather's stats and compare to Baba. Yes, we definitely should. We're gonna, after this rally action, we're gonna go check it out. That's a good call, man. Baba lost 300 million until now. Baba lost 300 million. Hey man, I was just kidding. Obviously Baba is, Baba is a big fighter. There's no doubt Baba is a big fighter. What I meant is Saz, compared to his power, like look at Saz's power, 1/10 of where Baba is, almost, well, not 1/10, but like much lower than Baba obviously. But then he's managing similar, very similar deads and kills. I mean not deads, very similar kills. But Baba has a lot more deads, because Baba can kind of solo flags and all that. 1556 counter rallied as well. Oh, so was 56 here? If 56 was here, well done on 56. Now speaking of 56, you know how we said we're gonna see whether 1148 can kind of hold on to that flag. Now 1148 has quite a lot of help coming in the form of Baba, Goodfather 4, and all the other big names that you know from 56, all of them coming in and kind of fighting here. Baba, Ahmed Aziz had 28 billion kills. Yeah, he's a massive fighter as well. Goodfather should be like 31ish now maybe. So last time we were streaming like 4 days ago, he was 30, so he should be maybe 31. We can check him out. He should be here somewhere. Intel the Great. Hello, LADUS. Hey, man. How are you going? TSN Lambao. Jad YSS or Xeno YSS can be utilized with mixed troop. Yeah, very true. Xeno Flavius is infantry only. Very true. This is why many KD still favor the combo with YSS. Yes, that's correct. Now, what 56 kind of did here is they kind of made sure that that flag is not burning. So the first time it was mostly 1148, despite there being a counter rally from 56, but now it's massive help from 56. So what's 56 doing with this field presence and all that active marches they have now? Now they're burning already 2 flags. Is there anything else they could be burning? Anything else they can focus on? Well, I think there is. Have they burned? Oh no, there isn't. So the 3 possible flags they could be burning in this area, they're doing already. Now we wanted to quickly have a look at Goodfather stats. Where is Goodfather? He should be around here. Oh, there, we found him. All right, he's the king right now. So king has 33. I was saying 31. So 4 days. 4 days ago, 30. 33. So he can get like half a billion kill a day at least when he's in KvK. That's like amazing. That is amazing. And he doesn't mind dead troops either. Wow. 33. All right. So what do we see here now? So 56 has pushed in quite a bit, but it's not like they can burn any more flags. They kind of did take care of the flags they could burn in this front. Now because 1148, and there goes Goodfather, and because 1148 has kind of the numbers now and the pressure isn't there, they can kind of try rallying this again. They need to kind of, this is the best time for them to try to rally this. 56 completely owns the field, so there should be a rally from 1148 sometime soon. Anytime now. Zonkers, hi, good evening. Hey Zonkers, how are you going? 256 is also pushing. 256, that's on the other pass. Do we want to go take a look? Why not? We want to go and take a look. Now there's a coordinate on the chat from Hammam. Let's check that. 776, and we got 837. So is that next to the other pass? Ooh. Okay, so okay, so 2100 is gonna be joining this fight as well, but why so far? Oh, there's no other area here. Okay, so they're gonna flag quite a bit. They're gonna have to flag quite a bit before they can kind of take part in the action. So the only way is this way to come in. Now 256, who has the most deads in the game? I actually don't know, man. Could be Baba. Actually would make sense if it's Baba. So 1556. Hey, someone said 256 is pushing. I see 1228 pushing 256 from the fort in the zone frozen. 256 also pushing the same zone. MF has the most deads. MF has the most. Oh, okay, all right. MF has the most deads. So 256. 4. Hey, we got 4 on the chat. Celebrity. All right, so where is 256? It will be KL early. Yep, it feels like KL already, man. The level of fighting that we can see is already KL level. So 256 is actually trying to keep this fort as well. That's 1556. Why did you guys say 256? Or what am I missing? TSN Lambao. No, there is one player with more than MF. Okay, MF just hit 200 M dead today. Imad. Great resistance from 1556. Also 1148 doing amazing. 256 is WOS fort above. 256 is top of KM. Ah, sorry guys, I'm a noob and an idiot. So 256, I actually didn't know that 256 was here. I didn't notice. So yes, 256 here as well too. So 256 pushing at the same time. If they can kind of coordinate all the pushes together, amazing. But the action here is not as active yet. I think the action over here, what we were looking at before, is a lot more active. Now, what is 56 doing here now? So the flag south still burning. 2244 is kind of standing there but not really going in any direction. They're trying to probably defend here. 56 going up. So when 56 goes up this way, now guys, I'm kind of looking into this screen because you got Baba, you got Fo, and you got Saz, and you got Good Father, all of them online at the moment. So you kind of feel like there's going to be a lot of action here. So that's why we're trying to stay on this area of the screen, or KvK Action. But then thank you for pointing out where 56 was pushing. Now over here, there's a new flag coming down. Whose flag is that? That is 1148 flag. So 1148 is, so that flag can be instantly swarmed down or rallied down. Is that what TR going for here? We don't know. Let's see. Now 56, should 56 be coming this way? Like common sense still tells me that 56 should kind of stay here, and we should see a rally from 1148 come in and try to burn that flag. Why that's not happening, I don't understand. .256 LOS is a Broughton zone. Yes, yep. Sorry guys, I kind of didn't, like initially at the start when we were going through the maps, then we did see the 1256 fort there, and then I completely forgot. Then I was thinking they're still down south. It's a good idea from 1256 to make the flags ineffective. Yeah. Now what 56 is doing, all of them pushing out. All of them pushing out. We got the King's Kill going on thanks to Good Father, and we got them pushing out. What's 1254 doing? 54 is trying to take that flag down, and exactly what we were saying. So it's a new flag coming up. It hasn't been built already. Like, you should rally, but at the same time you can try to bring it down with a swarm, and they're doing a heavy swarm. So that's a big commitment from 54, trying to swarm down a flag. Now if they can't swarm it down, then the guys that were swarming is gonna feel a lot of pain. And now there's a good chance they can't swarm it down because you got 56 coming in with large numbers. Who got a bigger presence at the moment here? Hard to tell. Maybe 56, but kind of hard to tell. You guys think that flag goes up? I now think the flag goes up. And you got Baba going in that direction as well. Baba is using a Saladin, so everyone including me who said Saladin is dead, I thought Saladin was dead. Saladin should be dead, but then Baba is still uses a Saladin.
Mohammed Amin, it's a good idea from... No, so we read that green wizard. It's a 1148 flag, not 254. Yep, this one we know it's a 1148. Yes, I think I was saying that 54 can swarm it down. Nadisha, hey, good to have you on chat. What do you think about HA power of KvK? Blocked thing is good, but we can't reinforce garrison and defend them. If your enemy have the field, it's impossible to win that KvK. I don't like the idea of blockade and the what's it called, the towers at all, because this is where I think we're kind of destroying the good balance that we have of the game. I think those kind of systems make the new power of KvK, I think it's not balanced. And I don't mind the blockade idea that much, but I feel like if you're not online, then your blockade shouldn't work, your marches should just go back. Anyways, I don't like the whole KvK as much. So as far as I'm aware, Heroic Anthem, the normal version, is the best KvK. Why Lilith doesn't let us keep doing that for as long as we want, I don't know. Hopefully they do. Kimu K has just subscribed. Kimu K, hey man, thank you for your subscription. Steven 423, 1254 swarming everything. Yep, 1254 is swarming everything. Now there's two things that I can think of. One of them is 1254 is very eager because they haven't had like a lot of fighting, so they think, you know, we want to swarm whatever we see. The other thing is they are actually a little concerned about making not enough progress. I think they have enough, but they have made enough progress, but maybe they think they haven't made enough progress, so they're kind of trying to be more dominant maybe. And the other thing could be because this KvK, we don't know how much Imperium power we are gonna drop, so maybe don't take it easy on the swarms, because with every swarm you get a lot of deaths, and we want to drop Imperium for future migrations. Kind of could be that as well. Himuke, nice to be a member here, bro. Hey man, good to have you here. TSN Lambao. Fear the swarm. Hashtag fear the swarm. Yes, I am fearing the swarm. But speaking of the swarm, a couple things. So that swarm, I mean, it's an established flag, so you need to, often you'll swarm, often it won't burn nowadays. There's nothing, you know, wrong with that. But this one coming up, maybe that hurt a little bit when you lost quite a lot kind of trying to swarm down, but then it doesn't come down. Actually, I don't know, maybe the trades were good. Like, how would you know? Sometimes nowadays trades when everyone's swarming at the same time, it's not the worst trades that you get. 254 is trying to drop power for migration. Yeah, that encourages what's it called, swarming as well. Vince 254 all the way, no hate. Hey man, you should love the KD you're in, and if you're in 254, then of course you should say that. And there's no hate in there. You're not saying anything bad about anyone. You're just supporting your KD, just like I want to support mine, which at the moment is 1365, but I am actually considering a migration to 56. Now, based on, you know, how they're fighting all over the place at the moment. Now, this is the product, like, this is the, it doesn't matter whether they are better or worse 2 hours from now or 5 hours from, you know, now or 3 hours before. When I'm streaming, that's my ideal time to fight. So the part that I was worried about when it comes to 56 is I used to think they're mostly Middle Eastern and mostly what's it called, Euro time zone, and I was thinking like, if I go there, then I'm gonna be like the adopted child who kind of tries to fight and no one's there when I'm fighting and all that. But it kind of looks like that I'll still have a good bit of overlap in terms of when they fight. actively, I guess. So that kind of looks all right. Now we at the, I don't know what happened here, but all I see is TR now. Now did TR clear 56? TR made a bigger ball, and TR has managed to push 56 quite a lot. Now is 56 going somewhere else, or are they just going for a refresh? Okay, they're gathering here again, so it's a pushback and it's a refresh both combined, and they're gonna gather here, and from here maybe they'll push out again. Now there's a city getting rallied. Hell Zeus, 85 million power. Now, is that a waste of troops? Probably, because it's not like you got the field. It's not like the city can't bubble. I mean, maybe the city can't bubble, but then the city can just change territory when it kind of comes down. So I think that's a waste of a rally, but it is what it is. It's hard to find an Australian kingdom spot, man. So Bunny is Aussie. Bunny is in 1254. Raz is Aussie. So Bunny and Raz should kind of say that, hey, we are doing a Aussie alliance in this kingdom, and then get the rest of the Aussies to join there, right? Like, how come they're not doing it? They got the biggest, I guess, biggest channel through Chisgul to kind of announce that, you know, they want to have like a Aussie/Asian time zone KD. I mean KvK. I mean. Alliance. Alliance. Okay, so the city could actually bubble. Now this is where I'm judging the city. How could you bubble? Like, the fact that you could bubble means you're online. Now the fact that you're online means you should be fighting here. Why could you bubble? How come you don't have War Frenzy? You're online without War Frenzy when all this fighting is going on. Why are you playing KvK? Okay, not judging. Maybe his alliance mates maybe called him and just said, hey, come online, or I don't know. Something along those lines. Okay, now that 54 has pushed in all the way, what are they gonna do with that flag? Well, this flag actually came up. After the flag came up, it got a burn. Now that's not as bad. However, what's going to be a bit of a challenge now is 54 with the field presence. They can kind of try double rally both flags. And this flag, as much as, oh my god, they're swarming the flag again. Someone went into the flag with a herald, and he kind of got swarmed down. Now the thing with this flag is, because all the 54 marches are here, 48 can't teleport out all the way here, right? Like they're gonna find it difficult to reinforce that flag. So like, it's gonna be good to see how long that kind of stays online. Vince, I appreciate you, bro. LADUS, solid fan here. Looking forward to future KvK 256 and 254 being allied together in the future. Hey man, that will be great. Vince, now we got a coordinate in the chat. Let's put it in and let's see what it is. 944 Huang. Let's see which coordinate you want us to have a look at. Oh wow, there's a lot of action here as well. Kwang, thank you man for giving us the coordinates. So 56 is doing a pretty good job at the moment at few different directions. So we got 4 rallying the pass, trying to take the pass. Now what happens if they take the pass? Well, they kind of lose that territory. Now that territory they're probably gonna lose anyways, but then you rather hold the pass. Why not? Actually, question, do you rather hold the pass? I don't know. If you hold the pass, you can get double triple rallied, but then are you actually gonna get double triple rallied? Because you may, because one of them is leave. I was gonna say that 2100 is a little too spent to try to take this pass back, but then you're talking about leave. Now taking the pass, are you actually gonna be taking the pass? Liv is holding it, and Liv is a strong alliance, but we'll see. Now, it doesn't look like this is one of random rally. They use the King's Kill and everything. There's a lot of marches here, but at the same time, all the TN marches are going back as well. Sorry, actually, all the VC 56 marches are going back as well. But I'm quite surprised how 1446 performed this KvK. They had a ton of power and had a player with 850 mil power. Where? Oh, that. Yeah, okay, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they touched Imperium, even though they didn't stay there for long, but they did touch Imperium, which means it's not like they're like nothing power. So, based on that, should they have managed to come out? I don't know. Like, if it was any other KD, I would say, yeah, they probably should have been able to come out. But then you're talking about 1254. If 1254 is blocking you, it's not easy. But maybe, I don't know how much effort did you guys see from them last few days in terms of them trying to come out. Like, if they tried, I only saw one day they were trying to come out. Other days I didn't even check. So if they did try to come out every single day with, you know, decent numbers and failed, then still good job. But then if they didn't at least try a lot with a lot of numbers, then yeah, maybe a little disappointment. Great work from 56, Muhammad Amin. Yeah, 56 is kind of going all sorts of directions. So they're fighting 2244 here. There are some flags that are repairing, so they're going to try to burn them again. But on the top, 54 is doing a decent job as well. 54 is kind of trying to burn that flag. Now, they did try a couple times before, and 48 did a good job kind of defending. Now let's see whether they're gonna get lucky this time. So they have a lot of marches here, well, 54 that is, but I don't see a lot of 1148 marches on the field. But maybe you don't need the field. As long as you're keeping the garrison full, then you maybe don't need to worry about the field presence, because it's hard to match 56 or 54 field presence, to be honest. Now 56 is gonna take a bit of time before they can go up top, because they are heavily invested in the action here. Now, is 56 gonna get the burn on this flag? We got the rally, we got the swarm. The rally is Attila. Well, why is it Attila? Why is it Attila? Because it's not like 56 rallies are getting swarmed down at the moment on the 2244 side. Why isn't it XY Nevsky? I don't know. XY Nevsky actually does more damage than Attila and Nevsky. Ask for the report. Imad, hey, we can, but then because this is like a very critical moment in their KvK, I rather not distract them. And if there was a rally that went for, let's say, for example, like half an hour or something, then I would definitely ask. But these rallies, they're not lasting that long. So, I mean, based on how intense it may be for them to focus and everything as well, maybe we let them be for today. So this is pretty much Kingsland fighting, exactly what Fo said. Kingsland came early. So this is full Kingsland level fighting you guys are seeing right now. Now, I just noticed that it's a Saz rally. So is Saz gonna be, let's put some pressure on Saz. Saz, are you going to be the only rally leader from 1556 who fails with a Cav rally? Because we saw all the other rally leaders burn the flags. So are you gonna be the only one that doesn't? Now we're gonna leave that sentence with Saz and see how he kind of goes with it, and we'll go and see how the 54 flag rally is going. Wow, 54 heavy swarm again, but then there was a heavy swarm last time as well, and the flag didn't come down. Now how much does 1148 have in the tank? Can they keep this up for a while? El Said, send some pictures on Discord if you're free, check them out. I can check them out. Normally I have the Discord kind of set up as well, where if I want I can go and open it as well, but today just because I forgot, I don't have the Discord set up, so I can't bring up the pictures on stream at the moment, but any other time I can, because I have the Discord kind of have a screen for Discord as well. So today I can check it out, but I can't bring it up. I can do it in next stream, so in future I can. I just forgot to set it up today. Asish Rai, yes, like last KvK at Nubi. Oh, okay, there's some banter going on between Nubi and Rai. So between last KvK, I mean, just a random side comment from me would be last KvK, not random side comment, a good smart comment from me would be last KvK 1254 was definitely stronger. The KvK before that 1556 was definitely stronger. This KvK, they're actually powered quite similarly, so it could have gone either way. But regardless, now we see a lot of 48 marches going back, so maybe this time 54 has done it. Maybe they get the flag down. Tandev, ho, hey man, how are you going? We see a lot of sad faces going back. But 48 keeping the flag full still somehow. Alright, we're gonna quickly go and check the other flag. How is Sads failing with that flag over there? The only 56 rally leader says who didn't get the barn on. Alright, actually I should shut up. Says did get the barn on. Says got the barn. Okay, alright, says you're not embarrassing anymore. So 56 got the barn again. Now what 56 would be doing, you guys know what they're gonna be doing. Led by Tamimi and Goodfather, they're gonna come to us this direction. So if before those marches come, before 56 can kind of come in and join this action, if 54 can't get it down, then they have to probably cancel the rally. But it could be very close because we see a lot of marches going back. Now the counter rally is there. I am Viman Mek is doing a counter rally. Is it a counter rally? No, it's not a counter rally. It's a rally on the flag. Is it a rally on the flag? It is a rally on the flag. Okay, all right. So they're comfortable with the rally. And there's one other IM. So IM is, by IM I mean 48. 48 is rallying 2 forts in 2 places. So that means they're comfortable, confident that they can hold on to the flag. That's why they're offensive at the same time as well. Spot, 5 months ago we fought 1860 and they bought a whole entire zone of marches, and now I'm surprised how they're performing. Who are we talking about, man? Now there's a counter rally from 56 and a lot of marches coming in from 56. We got a lot of players from 56 coming this way now. So I think 54 now will struggle to keep the flag full. Now let's look down south. Is 54 keeping the flags full? Yep, they're keeping that flag, and the rally is gonna get swarmed down. Some of the marches coming back from 54, so that flag is not burning. But what about the other flag? The other flag didn't burn either. So 54, I mean not 54, 48, when they're rallying, just because they're not coming with enough numbers, then they're unable to keep the rallies going. But when it comes to defending, definitely a decent job, obviously with quite a bit of help from 56 here. So not bad. We have a new subscriber, Lil AC. Hey Lil, how are you going? Thanks, man. Thank you for your subscription. Where is Gecko? Didn't saw him in field. Nadisha, hey, is Gecko in one of these KDs? Like, I haven't watched Gecko stream for like a long time, so I completely forgot which KD is he in now. So which KD is Gecko in now? Now that 56 fort still burning. Now when we were in the other action, when we were looking at the other screen, there was a lot of fighting in the screen, and there was like a fighting music going on. Now when we came onto this side, I think my music player kind of realized, and it started playing pretty chill music as well. Okay, so I think we just kind of navigate between these two areas. Actually, to be fair, we should not only look at this pass and see if foe is still pressuring the pass. Now on the below the pass, above the pass, it does look like 54 and 56 has similar numbers. I don't know. Yep, there is. There's the rally. So we kind of keep an eye on the rally. Now this music, when we're looking at rallies and stuff, is kind of weird. So let's move on to slightly more appropriate music. And let me try to catch up to chat as well. For Essex Alliance dead. Essex. Quiza 56 fanboys crying over number 1v3 really 254 has 30 enemy forts in that zone. 30 enemy forts. So like, I just because I'm kind of trying to say, being the devil's advocates and kind of, you know, comment on everything that people are saying. So when 56 kind of went in, everyone had thousands of forts as well. So when 1365 kind of went towards 1254, there was all these forts as well. So every KD kind of does forts. So I don't know why people are kind of talking about forts as well. So forts is a defensive mechanism that you deploy when you are against the odds. So that's how it goes, man. Legendary Barney, has 254 ever lost a first zone fight? 254 ever? I don't know. Maybe they didn't. Spot, do you think 56 hold this zone by Kingsland? In the long run, no. I don't think 1556 should be able to hold this zone till Kingsland. I don't think. If they do, that's like amazing, but I don't think they can. Tough KvK and 254 always gets shed on. Tough KvK. I don't know why anyone should kind of, you know, have a go at anyone here. We are seeing a lot of action from both sides, and they're fighting decently, both kingdoms, in many different areas. So I don't know. Let's not give each other too much trash talk. I'm just trying to think which direction is 56 kind of gonna go now, and 54 Like what 54 wants to do here is pretty clear, right? Their main focus has been that flag for a while. They want to kind of push back. They want to push back 1148 from this area a little bit. Now, if these two fort, if this flag and this flag burns, I don't think they're worried too much about these two flags in a way, because they're way too forward and it's hard to kind of have cities here, but then that way you kind of lose access to the fort. But then if you're rallying into the fort, then you don't have an upper hand. But if 56 flags here and then they're rallying, then it's kind of an even fight. So if we are talking about who can get drained faster, 56 is more likely to be drained faster, right? Because they have been fighting for longer. So 54 has a lot more in the tank. So in a way, I don't even see why 54 has to push in a lot more. Like even if they're just, you know, kind of fighting like this for a couple more days, 56 has to fold first because they are drained more already. But anyways, that flag is not burning at the moment, and that's from 2244, and these 56 marches we're probably gonna see coming this way. El Said 123 is from the rally. Dennis. Finally 1556 is losing some ground. Much respect for them, they're good fighters. Nadisha 556 and 254, they're both good kingdoms. Yeah, like they're both very strong, kind of scary kingdoms. Why not trash talk last KvK 56 instead of playing to win? They did everything. Yeah, I mean, you know what? If trash talk is fun, then yeah, definitely trash talk, I guess. I mean, why should I take the fun away? But then saying that, unless I should probably stop reading some of the trash talk a little bit, right? Because now I'm gonna be hated both by 56 and 54. Why do that? You guys trash talk, I just don't read that. Maybe that's better. For gaming, last KvK 1254 knew exactly why 56 focused, but why keep talking about last KvK? Move on. Yes, exactly what Fo said, right? Like whatever happened last KvK or the KvK before, like let's focus on what we can see now, and that's just the action. So let's talk about the action that we have here. So 1556 says passed the last test, and he did get that flag down on this side. Now he is rallying over here, so this is his second challenge. Now let's check what kind of title does he have. Did he get a good title? He got a justice. That's all right. You're fighting in an Imperium KD, you can't expect general all the time. Saying that, would you take justice or would you take duke? You take duke, right? I don't know. Duke is better, and Duke is not rallying. But anyways, let's see the action here, and don't forget we're gonna keep an eye on this action as well. Now there's a second flag coming in from 1148, so it does look like 54 has eased up on the action towards up top a little bit, and it does look like they're gathering on their territory at the moment. So 54 may play a little bit on the defense at the moment. Yeah, I'm still gonna mention that flag. I think 1148 should have got a burn on that, because 56 came up a lot and had a lot of presence there during those times. They should have rallied that flag a little bit better. But anyways, much talking about things that are not happening on the screen, and let's talk about things that are happening on the screen. We got Saz rallying again. So Saz, let's see what you can do. Spot 1556 should just focus on 1254 and not rally that pass. Actually, I don't know, like going towards that pass, I don't know how much of a strategic value does it add. I mean, surely they have a reason why they're doing it. The other thing could be, if there's no strategic value, if you guys think there's no strategic value, and I can't find any, by the way, it could be because that's the only other thing they can be burning, because they have the activity right now. Why not make the most out of it? So it could be that, because on the right hand side they're burning everything they could be burning already. So if you have the field presence, and it does look like that 54 is not at their peak activity level at the moment, then why not? Okay, so says pass the test again and the flag is burning. That's a lot of marches, good field presence. Now which way is 56 gonna go, and which way is 54 going? So is 54 going up this way? So that flag has been burning for a while. They didn't get a chance to repair, or is that a second burn? I don't know. Maybe they didn't get a chance to repair. Newbie JST destroyed them in Strife and gave them a reality check on their high egos. Then they did farming KvK against 903 Strife next to consecutive KvKs. Alright, that sounds like a lot of negative stuff, Newbie. I don't know which kingdom you're talking about. Spot, if you join 1556, will you be a rally commander or garrison or more? Spot, if I join 56, then I will be a field fight player rather than rally or garrison, because 56 or 54, like whichever KD you're talking about, those KDs have a lot of rally and garrison players already, and they spend a lot more than I do. So as much as crystal tech, mine and theirs probably going to be the same, because I do max crystal tech already. As much as to some extent some of the commander strengths could be the same as well, but equipment wise I have never ever bought that bundle, the one that all the whales buy. What's that bundle called? I did see, I don't even know the name of the bundle, so I'll show you which one I'm talking about. Geared up. So I have bought geared up here and there, just like $7 and $10, but this is a bundle that I have never gone all the way down to 100. And then there are players in both of these kingdoms, lots of them, who probably buy that regularly. So I don't have a hope of being like a rally or garrison leader. And when I say hope, I don't hope, because doing open field a lot more relaxing. Newbie, imagine farming a whole KvK and then getting wrecked in the... that's the one we decided not to read. Legendary Barney, JST didn't destroy them. 254 did a 3v5 with bad allies. Okay. Dennis, 228 did very well yesterday by dropping the fort, while 254 managed to break down. They created a good situation, so 56 was forced to split their forces. I kind of wish I could stream yesterday or the day before. I kind of missed out on quite a bit of good streaming opportunities last few days. I was really sick with flu. Finally, I got my voice back today. I think this morning I was feeling a little bit better. So yeah, definitely missed out, man. But I'm sure someone else streamed, and if not, at least you guys could directly check on from your game what's happening. No name. Hey bro, can I see a rank alliance kill please? Hey man, I'm not in this KvK, so I can't really show ranking within this KvK. I am in the 1365 KvK, and I can show you the 1365 rankings when we're streaming that KvK, I guess.
Cousin K, Foe Gaming, will we ever see a 54-56 ally and fight two other big kingdoms? Only way to end this cars between... Yes, Cousin K, good question. Put pressure on K, guys. I mean, not K. Put pressure on Foe. And in Chizgul stream, put focus on pressure on Chizgul. So that, you know, those guys can kind of have a good KvK. And you know what? Rather than two big kingdoms... Actually, yeah, two big kingdoms is better. I was gonna say, why not like the 2v6 thing? But 2v6, the other 6 kingdoms are gonna lose unless, you know, you got some big names there. So yeah, maybe against two big kingdoms makes more sense. Now 56 doesn't have anything to do at the moment. Now that flag, before it's burnt out, maybe they can repair for a little bit, and that's what 56 is gonna go for. And if that's not kind of repairing before burnt out, I think it'll get a chance to repair. I kind of forgot when it last repaired, but they maybe they'll try to put a flag there. 56, will they? I don't know. G Slow has subscribed. G Slow, thank you for your subscription, man. 1446 is pushing. Are they? Okay, this is interesting. Let's have a look. This is a good time for them to be pushing. Yes, they did put a couple of flags there. Yes, they are. So 1446 joining the action. This is definitely a good time to be pushing, because 1254 not their peak time, and at the same time they are fighting in few different areas. So this is definitely a good time to kind of push out. Now, when they're trying to push out, should they, and this is where I don't know the answer, I'm just asking you guys, so should they try to flag here and try to burn their way through when they have 3 forts blocking here, and they got 3 forts blocking here as well? So they did a flag, they put a burn on, but then this takes forever, right? Or should they kind of try to place a fort somewhere? How efficient would it be now to place a fort? Because everyone's focused. Who can kind of go out and stop a fort to drop? I don't know. What do you guys think? Pandev, Ladus, is it 3v3 at the moment in that zone? Yes, at the moment in that zone, it's actually a 3v3. Dennis, who do you think is gonna win this KvK? I know you have, I know it's very soon to say, hey man, this is this is not too soon. I've been saying this for, I think, since the KvK started. 1254 definitely should win this KvK. So why we are watching still then, if we have a definite winner? Why we are watching? Because there's a lot of action and we like watching action, and we want to see how much can 56 push or hold on. Basically, how long 56 can drag this KvK rather than just giving in, because it's kind of not in their favor, the power matchmaking of this KvK. So 56 definitely shouldn't win, but it's to see how far they can drag. Now someone's getting smashed here. Hassan, they do not have a lot of marches to drop a fort. Yeah, that's how it felt like, Hassan, you're right. But at the same time, like, why not? Like, you haven't been fighting a lot lately, at least. Like, I know you had a good fight early on, but then now for the last few days you had a breather, and now that you see 54 quite occupied, 2244 quite occupied, would you not kind of like, isn't this like a good time to do the fort? Like, when are you gonna get a better chance? So over here they just did the flag. It's not like there's even a lot of marches here, so the main kind of focus is on the other pass. Okay, so that's up, and everything around them is burning. That's what they see, but then they're still standing there because they want to defend their flags in case the opponent is coming for their flags. Now the thing is, yes, there's a flag here and the flag will burn, a bit. Do they want to have a situation first where they have teleported their cities and then go for a fort? I kind of feel like this is like an ideal situation where they could have tried a fort drop, but if they don't do it, they don't do it. And yes, there's not a lot of marches there, but there should be, ideally, I guess. Cousin K, it won't take much for 54 to TP and burn and fort they place though. If they, yeah, true, but even if that happens, that gives 56 the chance to push in a little bit more. So even if they place a fort here where it takes a couple more flags for that to come and burn the fort, and even if the fort kind of doesn't go up, like if they're successfully getting some 54 to port out, that's an achievement already, right? Okay, now that's repairing, so we're gonna see if 56 kind of goes for that. And I think that's the direction 56 has to go. 56 has two balls, one here, one here. Now the ball being here, I think they're kind of waiting for a flag drop here. Is that the aim? Well, we're gonna see. Nen M56 are doing fine. Yeah, they're doing all right. Hassan Khatib, maybe they ran out of alliance credit. Yeah, maybe they did a lot of forts earlier when they were defending against 2244. Yeah, true. Show the power of 1446 coalition. Nenem replied. Nenem is quite legit usually with his answers, so apparently it's 12, 9 and 8 billion. We'll trust that. Dennis, I mean 446 could drop a fort on 254 Sanctuary, trying to remove some stats from them. That would help 56 a lot, and just don't have the power and activity to do it. Yeah, but then I mean if you still have, if NM is correct, if you still have 12, 9 and 8, then maybe you can. I don't know. But then it depends on how planned was this. So is 56, I mean not 56, yeah, actually 56. Is 56 all of a sudden just decided that, you know what, let's all be active at this random time, or they had communication with their allies that this is when we're gonna push out, so how about you try to push at the same time? So if 56 kind of did their communication well, coordinated the attack well, then maybe it feels like 46 could have been a bit more prepared and had more than 7 marches at the pass. Okay, this flag is kind of doomed, right? Like, I mean, look at that. Look at that. Big red snake coming down for that flag. And 2244 at the moment doesn't have enough here to defend. So that flag is definitely going down. Nanem, imagine fighting against two kingdoms for a week. Nanem, yeah, for 56 that has been quite tough. Eric, 54 pushed back through pass and look like they're preparing to rally 56 flag. I think this is the one we are talking about, right? Yep. All right, good timing, Eric, for letting us know. So 54 has, you know, all that pressure that was from 56 here. So 54 has managed to turn that kind of around, and we do see a 54 rally come in. Which direction is it going? It should be for that fort. BC 56. Now that fort has come down quite a lot. Wow, I wouldn't have imagined that fort would be allowed to come down that far, but then I think at the moment the presence is kind of even on both sides, so the rally kind of got swarmed down and maybe cancelled, so the rally kind of didn't make it. Oh, the general is here, 4, because remember how 4 was pushing this way. Let's check how much has 4's kills increased. 18.7, that's a lot again. 158. Wow. All I can say is wow. I got like nothing compared to these players. Alright, so the fighting over here has evened out a little bit. And here, now 56 is doing a flag here. Now what does that flag do? That allows 56 to burn that flag themselves. So rather than doing the flag here, which would have been a little too obvious and too hard to manage, 56 is doing the flag here, which is a bit more defendable. And now they can double rally this with 1148. Now 1148, that flag is burning for way too long. Are they planning to give up on that flag? Probably not. Is there no more teleport spot in the middle? Because they're not. Yeah, there probably isn't. Well, there's one here. Maybe. Is it? Like, I don't know. It kind of feels like they're not porting out enough here. 1148. So are they giving up? And what about this pass here? KM56. Are they pushing in? Wow, there's a lot of fighting going on here as well. And now one of those flags repairing, that's a 54 flag repairing. Is 56 trying to rally that? We don't know. We don't see the rally at the moment, but then that fort is still burning. So yesterday, or like earlier today, 54 must have done major pushes, because I do see some of the 56 forts quite low. And that as well from 256. So at the moment 256 does have decent numbers there. 54 has some commitment here as well. Now we do see a flag burning out. That's a TR flag. What happens if that burns out? Actually, nothing happens if that burns out. So that one flag burning, nothing happens. However, if these two burn as well, then a lot happens. Now TR is back flagging here, obviously, which is smart. Now does 56 have enough numbers here to kind of try to push? Well, they do have quite a few cities. Is that enough to kind of go for that flag? I don't know. 54 has a lot of numbers there actually, so maybe not. So at the moment, at this very moment, 56 can probably just try to hold on to that fort. Okay, going back to the action, big action again. This is where there should be a flag burning, and we'll see that burn anytime now. Imad, in what alliance are you in right now? So the account that I am streaming through right now, it's in Kingdom 1348, and the other account is in Kingdom 1365. Kazin K. KvK is fun, win or lose, as long as you enjoy it and had fun doing it. 1 coin from Zeke as a reward is really a joke. Yeah, I mean, so let's put it this way. So all the people that try to say that, 1556, all the people in the chat that has been trying to say 1556, oh, my kingdom is so great, and all the people in 1254 who are trying to say, oh, my kingdom is so great, and we all believe that they are two good kingdoms, right? Otherwise we wouldn't be watching their fighting. Now none of those kingdoms has a star, because in recent times none of them probably managed to hold the ziggurat and the end. But then that's the thing, like, I don't think that makes that much of a difference. So holding the zig at the end, win or lose, you get a star. Most of the time you don't even, so it is what it is. So more so than winning, having that, this experience. So basically what you're seeing right now, and what I usually experience in 1365 as well, as in, like, when everyone's trying to go to fight, and you are never gonna find yourself alone in the field. You're always gonna be with all these players fighting with you, and all these players fighting against you, and that's why people kind of play in Imperium KDs, and that's a lot more fun. Now we do have 2 rallies, unsupported rallies, I should say. So that what's the point of an unsupported rally? Like, what are you achieving by doing this? Is that meant to be a distraction? Maybe that was meant to be a distraction. Now what's happening with this rally over here? The Bertrand is getting swarmed down because the marches from 1148 hasn't come down at the same time as the rally. Rally came down by itself, got swarmed down. Now the marches came down halfway and then decided to go back, obviously because the rally is down. So I think, I mean, obviously there's no expectation that 1148 is going to fight at the same level at 1254, but then the coordination from 1148 at the moment, based on what we're seeing, when they're trying to attack, isn't that great. But when it came to defending those flags, they kind of did a decent job, and that flag is repairing as well now. So that kind of tells me they're going to try to defend that. There should be few more cities coming in. Maybe there isn't enough teleport spot, maybe that's the case. Actually, it does look like teleport spots, probably not that, probably there's not any more. I don't know. What if this guy, nah, there's like things there, so maybe not. But either way. Okay, so 54 has been trying to burn this for a while. They are kind of going towards their uptime, I believe, so they maybe they can get a burn on that pretty soon. Won't work for drop. I'm watching Montana. For drop. Oh, actually, what am I missing? Anyway, all that depends on how much progress can do a kingdom in their uptime. 254 will lose some ground now, but they will take away more in their uptime as they did yesterday. Dennis, yeah, definitely they should. They got, better allies. If they don't, that'll be pretty sad. Montana won't work for drop. I'm watching. So 4 drop, which 4 drop? So is 1446 trying to drop a fort somewhere? Is that 4 drop we are talking about? Or what are we talking about? Who is dropping a fort? What are we missing? Now we want to go here and have a look at how that leave action was going. So they're kind of meeting halfway through. So leave has pushed out quite a bit from the pass, but then they're still not up to the point where they can rally the flag because they don't necessarily have the field. The fort is quite a bit far away. And 56 now, like, that's burning, and that's burning. Now when that flag comes up, how long? 5 minutes. So 5 minutes later, we're gonna see 56 kind of trying to pressure there. Now until then, maybe we have a look into this action here from 54 pushing in. 1148. And with no rallies yet. But see how 54 is doing it, where they're kind of pushing in whilst the rally is getting ready, so that by the time the rally is there, their marches are there as well. So that's obviously a better way to do it. Tim KJ, what is happening? I just got in. 44 building out. 44 building out? You mean 46? 46 did start building out a little bit, so they did build out a little bit south, and towards the south pass they put some barn on, and up top I actually want to check that as well. Yep, they are building out, but the thing is now do they have enough march? They actually have decent marches now, guys. They have decent marches now. So should it be like the slow burn and try to come out, or should it be like a 4-drop where it matters? I don't know. Maybe they will, so we'll keep an eye. We'll see if we see the 4-drop somewhere. But again, at the action, and we are waiting for the 54 rally here. Imad, I sent you a screenshot for rallying the pass. Hey man, I don't have the message here. If you send it to Discord, then I will check it tomorrow stream maybe. I just can't, like, I forgot to get the Discord setting ready. Now we got a rally from Bunny. What is gonna come down with this Bunny rally? Now this rally is going like really far. Okay, it's going towards that fortress. So the 256 fortress was repairing. The 256 fortress is surrounded by 254 marches. So all you see in field is 254. And you got a long distance Bunny rally coming in. It was a Gilgamesh rally. It's a very long distance rally. So this fort is gonna suffer quite a bit with all those. Actually, they have a lot of cities though, so can they keep it up? They have a lot of cities. Now it doesn't look like they're online now, so if all those cities were online and everyone even comes out with 5 marches, that's more than the number of marches 54 has here. Now they're randomly fighting here and there. They're doing Pakal Herald here and there, 256, but not necessarily like a lot of field presence. What about the flags here? Now 56 was under pressure and 56 fort is still burning. It doesn't look like it's going to repair anytime soon. Nope, no rally here. So at the moment we should be looking at this 256 fort. Now Bunny rally 256 fort, and we got a Zenobia and Flavius. Now what we're checking here is how long can 256 keep that fort up. They have a lot of cities. They had no field presence, so are they going to give up, or are they going to try to keep this fort alive? It is quite important, obviously, to try to keep that fort there. Is that the only presence they have there, or do they have one more? They do have one more.
Cousin K 2100 is lacking. Hey man, 2100 is like so drained based on what they were doing the first few days against 1556. Like, it's a non-Imperium, very low power kingdom. So I don't think we can expect more out of them. Nadisha, it doesn't matter what kingdom winning this KvK in the end, Lilith is the winner. Yep, you're right. And in a way, we are kind of the winners as well. We got to see a very action-packed KvK. Speaking of action-packed KvK, the 1860 versus 1093, that KvK, that looks like that's gonna be pretty fun to watch as well till the end probably. And we do have the 1365 1846 KvK going on as well. So in the next few days or next few weeks whilst we're streaming, we'll kind of be rotating between these three KvKs in terms of where there's action and where there's not. At the moment there's like no action in the 1365 KvK, that's why we're not kind of streaming that as much, but that's where we'll focus quite a lot as well. Nen M 1846 1647 versus 1365 1556. 1545. Ooh, yeah, that'll be quite fun. 1647 is an OP kingdom. Yep. El Said. Okay, let's check El Said's coordinates. 647 931. What have we got? We got a flag burning. We got a leaf flag burning. Which leaf flag is this? Okay. Now that flag burning is a thing. It's not a big thing, but it's a thing. But then I kind of missed the rally by the time I came in. We just saw the burn. Now Liv is pushing in towards the fort, but they're not quite there yet. 56 has put in some players here, so they're gonna try to keep 254 from coming in, and 4 himself is there. So 4 is not fighting on the right hand side anymore. He is focusing on kind of keeping that VC56 fort alive. Now, whose fort is that? Okay, that's F54 fort as well, that's burning. And over here 56. Ooh, 56 has come up. They're taking up position here. So that's the flag we were saying, that as soon as the 56 flag goes up, they can kind of double rally along with 1148. Now 1148 does have numbers standing here. They're not kind of pushing out. They do have numbers standing there. Well, not that many, but you know, something. So this flag, we were hoping we see a double rally. We don't even see a single rally yet. I'm sure 56 is gonna rally. I just hope there's a rally from 1148 as well. We see Good Father kind of fighting in the middle. Unwisely, I would say, because he's gonna get pushed back. But hey, if you fight wisely, you don't get that many kills. You gotta be reckless and take the action, be in the front line. That's how you get a lot of kills. So that's what's happening here. Now we do see some of the other 56 players kind of coming this way, and we do see some of the, well, actually there isn't as much 54 presence here at the moment. It's a lot more 56 that we see right now. Big action on TR flag side. Akash. This is the TR flag I think we're talking about. Or this is TR, right? Is it TR? Well, let's check. Yep, this is TR. Now I think the segment of 54 that went up top right, and kind of went for the 256 side. They're probably gonna come back, and they're probably gonna defend here. Now we got a rally from Saz again. Okay, well, Saz has been given the rally leader task for a while. King's Kill comes in. Saz going with Attila and Nevsky, and we got a Zenobia and Flavius in garrison. Now there's a lot of numbers here. Now the numbers are surrounding the flag. Is that the numbers surrounding the flag, is that enough? That does actually look quite a lot. Now as soon as the rally comes in, you do see a lot of TR coming in. Now what would you ideally like to see? Ideally you'd like to see 48 kind of here at the moment, a little bit further down south, so that 1148 is not fighting in the same kind of ball and hitting each other with 56 here. You'd like to see 48 come down this way and fighting around this area and trying to stop some of the 54 reinforcements going in. Maybe. Now is a single rally gonna be enough? Are we gonna see a double rally coming in from level 48? Now we can't kind of see the action on the flag too much. So many marches surrounding it. We still kind of can see the rally. We can see Attila's face, we can see Zenobia's face. So I guess if a second rally comes in, we'll kind of see that rally as well, but I don't see it. Now the area where we're saying we want 1148 to come in, one or two of their players are kind of coming in, not all the way. Now are they actually rallying this? They are rallying this. Oh my god, if you're rallying this, why are you standing there? Why didn't you come down with the rally? And the rally gets cancelled. Now that actually would have been good, right? Then you're kind of getting 254 to commit on 2 flags, but you know, it is what it is. Who's who? WTF for Kingsland. Now it's Kingsland. Yep, pretty much, man. So I mean, they're still gonna be Kingsland, but fighting is kind of being decided here already. That's a whole lot of troops. Yes, Nanem. WOS held fortress no burn. Oh wow. All right, well done. I actually thought they're gonna get burned. Okay, so we want to see what happens on this flag, and then we can kind of have a look around. So I think the flag just got burned, did it? Yep, all those sad TR faces going back means the flag got burnt. Now with that flag being burned, is 56 now kind of meant to push in here with a bit of a field presence so that 1148 can rally? But the problem that I can see with 1148 is they're not supporting their rallies. So let alone field, if you don't have reinforcements for your rally, how are you gonna burn a 54 flag? You're talking about a 54 flag. It's not gonna be easy to burn. Then M254 trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Buddy chill, take a bill at a time. Okay, now we wanted to see a location from Al Said, which is 647 and 931. Potential rally. Okay. Oh no, where this is what? Sorry, did I go back in chat? Now we checked that already, and the fighting is kind of still semi-even. I do see a bit more 254 numbers now, I think. So 254 numbers are growing. So so this fort is still not fully safe. Joao Power, hey man, hey, thank you for your subscription. Now, what else did I want to see? 46 area. 46 is doing a slow push up. Not going for the forts. They have a lot of numbers. They're making sure that 54 can't teleport out. So 46 now actually joining the action with proper numbers and proper strategy. So see how they're kind of making sure that 54, even if they start kind of focusing on this side, it's not like they're going to be able to port a lot of cities. So this is not bad. This is pretty good. But then with all the other kingdoms, now let's show you guys the triangle. So that's it. I mean, that's not the most number of triangles, but that's still like a decentish amount of triangle. Maybe not enough for a 4-drop though. You guys are right. I kind of wish it was a 4-drop. That will make it very interesting. Now, that flag is almost burned out. That may not get a repair anymore, but then is the fighting on this side a little bit stale right now? It's 54, can't really commit too much up top now. Is there any action? Nah, this is just burning. There shouldn't be any action down south. As it is. Okay, so the action on the pass, I was thinking there's a bit more 54, but now it looks like it evened up again and 56 is kind of pushing back. $285, 330. El Said. Oh, they did get a oh no, that's on the other side. WOS. So WOS managed to hold onto their fort against 254 on the other side, but over here 1128. 1128 is like really strong. They're a very good KD. Wow, look at those numbers. You know how I was showing you 1146 numbers? Now look at look at that 1128 numbers all the way in. How are there not more cities around here from 256? So these two forts, 256 now is kind of gonna struggle because it's not like they can get marches in. They can't get cities in to keep the forts full. So there's like a lot of gaps they had. So these are the cities that have gone to the other zone, but they didn't send enough to kind of fill those spaces in. Like that close to the fort, how come there are not more cities there? If 56 can achieve anything in the next 2 hours, it's game over. 54 uptime coming soon. Yep. So whatever 56 achieves now, there's gonna be a big halt on that soon. Saying that, nah, actually, yeah, you're right, because 54 doesn't have a Asian primary time zone alliance, which 56 has, and that's where I guess the good bit of dominance comes in, and that's to do with, you know, 4 being there and attracting a lot more Asian time zone players there. Now they're gonna go for that flag. Now again, they definitely have 56, definitely have enough numbers to get a burn on that. But oh, what about that that fort there? Is that actually surviving? Well, that survived one rally, I think that's what people were saying. But now there's a second rally. I can't really check the rally leader. It looks like it's XY. Yep, it's XY Nevsky. Now, can 2056 survive the second time? Swarming a fort is 846 style. Yeah, I mean 1846 is probably the only KD that's that powerful where, I mean, they can swarm a fort down. I mean, you kind of have to swarm a fort, even if as other KDs when it comes down quite a bit, but okay, counter rally kind of comes in. It's Pakal Herald. Pakal Herald getting a swarm, is it? Are they swarming the Pakal Herald? Nope, they're not yet. Okay, they start doing it now. So counter rally, no, they walked away. What is it? No, Bunny, I think Bunny is swarming the Pakal Herald. Augmented LADUS, what do you think of 1365 versus 1846? I mean, NM is joking and NM thinks 1365 can win. So 1365 versus 1846, straight up 1 versus 1. 1846 obviously wins hands down. But then it's a 3 kingdom versus, it's a 3 camp versus 4 camp KvK. And the fort is down. So it's a 3 camp versus 4 camp. So 1365 has one more ally than 1846. So that I don't know whether that makes it even, but at least now it's going to be an interesting KvK. Alright guys, we have been streaming for about 3 hours now and I'm kind of losing my voice again. I just came back from flu, so I don't want to stretch myself too much today based on how much fighting they're doing here today. 1254 and 1365, I mean not 1365, 1556. I'm sure they're gonna have similar levels of action for us to stream tomorrow as well. Now, because of my time zone, I am probably going to stream around the same time when we're streaming today. And I hope to see you again tomorrow at the same time. Now, thank you everyone for being on chat, especially being lively on chat. Now, sometimes I do miss chat, but then again, obviously it's not intentional, it's to do with me being kind of a noob. But then if you type again, I don't mind, I can kind of go back and read. So thank you for keeping this entertaining. Now I do have a few special thanks to mention today. So we got Joao Power, we got Hidden Mist Gaming, we got G Slow, we got Lil AC, we got Kemku, we got Hammam, we got Frozen, and we got Hassan Khatib, we got Duis. Thank you all for your subscriptions. That was much appreciated. And I will see you all tomorrow. So bye for today. Best of luck to 1556 and 1254. Hope they enjoy their fighting and keep some alive for tomorrow so that we can stream again tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you and see you tomorrow.